Let's go to the interview and see what Cameron has got to say. Hi! They've got a 2-star reputation and they've won 3 games. So they're better than the other 2. Is that their actual kit? Because that's an actual badge on it. Or do they just put the badges on a random kit? I don't remember how it works. I don't pay enough attention because I'm usually in leagues where we have the kits. How would I overcome the relatively big obstacle of not speaking the language? I am going to speak loud and slow, and once I commit to a pronunciation, I will refuse to change it, and people will just get used to me. Is that? I imagine that's an answer. I hope you can see past my current lack of language skills. I've got incredible language skills. They're just not in this language. I'm not doing that one. I'm confident I can learn the language quickly. I am not. I'm not worried. Football transcends language. That's one I like. I'm fairly adept at learning languages. I am not. It doesn't matter if I speak the language or not. Just, don't need to. Just point at it. It's fine. I'm going to do that one. Football transcends language. I'm admittedly also not going to be doing any of the coaching. So I am going to be doing all my management through communication. I'm up for a few jobs right now. I'm exploring my options. Am I willing to assure us you'd do a better job of meeting expectations than a potential predecessor? Yes. Yes, I am. The club's looking to hire a manager comfortable working with limited resources. Am I that manager? Yes, I am. I'll be able to look after the club's finances. Easy. What makes you the ideal candidate to save a club that's been unexpectedly in the relegation zone all season? Is it unexpected? Do we have a media preview thing? I mean, it's not that unexpected, is it? They were expected to finish 16th, which is in the relegation zone. So, oh God, how do I get back in the interview? Have I just walked out of that interview? Cameron? I only stepped out. Cameron! Cameron, I need to come. Cameron, I don't know how to get out of Turkey. Cameron! Oh, God. Which way's the airport? Press back. Back. Oh, good. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. There you go. We've made it back into the room. Sorry, Cameron. Caught short. Food doesn't agree with me. I'm very much a lettuce and Marmite sandwich man, and there didn't seem to be that an option. What makes you the ideal candidate? Oh, I remember the question now. What makes you the ideal candidate? Do you sell Marmite here, Cameron? What makes you the ideal candidate to save a club that's been unexpectedly in the relegation zone all season? I have the managerial acumen to get the required results. I like it. I do have managerial acumen. We're doing that one. How would I feel about working with Director of Football, Sezgin Kaya? Oh, he looks so sad. Smile, Sezgin. Kev's here now. He looks quite good. Turn that frown upside down, Sezgin. Your old pal Kev's here. Look how much money he earns. Well, I'd like to think I'm going to be earning more than him. I can have my teeth done while I'm here on this kind of cash. Yeah, I'm happy to work with Sezgin. As part of the recruitment process, we're willing to allow you to request a change to our current backroom staff. Cameron, I mean, you wouldn't know, so this isn't about you necessarily. This is more interview weariness. But I don't know what your current backroom staff is like. You've asked me a question, provided me with no context. I don't know, Cameron. Let me throw it back at you. I'm going to throw this back at you, Cameron, and I want you to answer a question for me. And think about it before you answer. Is your current backroom staff any good? Because that does have an influence on how I answer this question. Because I don't know. I haven't got a clue. Joel, thank you very much for the Prime. I won't need a budget as I don't plan on making any changes. There we go. We're fine. So, current vision. They want me to work within the wage budget. We'll see. End of current season, avoid relegation and be competitive in the Turkish Cup. And then again, it's another just continue to avoid relegation. Yeah, we can continue to avoid relegation. I do have to question that you weren't expecting to be in a relegation zone this season. However, you expect me to just avoid relegation for the next 5 years. If hired, we'd expect you to finish in a mid-table position. What? Hang on. I mean, the club vision said avoid relegation. Make up your mind. I'll agree to it, but oh, look at all that money. Oh, yes, that looks lovely. We'll have that. No requests other than free haircuts twice a month. I want the works. I want you to set fire to my ears. I love that. That's right. We're just going to delay for a week just to allow any other shenanigans to happen. But as it stands right now, we're off to Turkey. So we continue to apply for jobs in the meantime. If there's one that we really, really, really want that comes up in the next week, we will delay a second time. And assuming it's the same as previous FMs, you can't delay a third time though. Right, Ballyclare don't want me. Right, we're going to Ankara, I think. I think we've decided. We've delayed it for a week, looking at the jobs that are available. There's nothing that really excites me. I'm the favourite for several jobs. Oh no, that's Turkey. I'm favourite for Buckley as well in Wales. I'm not really interested in going to Wales. There's so many jobs in Turkey. We are going to have a look at Ankara on a map before making our final decision. There is a Portuguese team in there, which would have been interesting. I mean, obviously, we're not committing to it being a one-club save or a journeyman. We'll kind of go with the flow and figure things out as we go. So it could be either. We might fall in love with Ankara. Who knows? I guess that's the stadium. So if we get directions there from London, we'll work out how we get there from the UK, I guess. Oh, it's got to think about this. Via the A3. I don't want to drive there. Goodness me. Obviously, I'm going to fly. Aeroplane. 3 hours 45. So we can fly straight into Ankara. Not going to tell me how to get there once you get into Turkey. We're going to get you as far as Ankara Airport and then you're on your own, Kev. Figure it out for yourself. You'll be fine. Where's the football stadium? What is this? Is that the pool? Oh, there is a stadium right there. What is this building here? With all the circles on it. I'm confused. But there's the stadium. It's not a pool. Is it a pool? That might be a pool next to the stadium. Can we go to Street View, please? I want a Street View from here. Have you not got one for me? Do they not have Street View in Ankara? Put me on a road. I want Street View. There's a road there, look. Someone get the Google car into Turkey. It's an 8-lane road there. I am intrigued about what this is and what this is. That just looks like solar panels. And this, what is this? Hi again, Cameron. Remember me? I mean, I can't help but tell that. See, that's half what the director of football's getting, which is a little alarming. It's a little upsetting. Only a 7-month contract as well. He's very confident in my ability. I don't think that's going to be long enough for me to learn Turkish, is it? Can I have a little bit more money? I want a tattoo. Well, excellent stuff. £250 a week. It's more than I'm on at Tamworth. Can I live off £250 a week in Turkey? Is Ankara more or less expensive than Tamworth? Do I need it? Do I need a separate job as well? There we go. Oh, boys and girls, what a time to be alive. ANKARA DEMIRSPOR, hire Chapman. ANKARA DS have today confirmed the appointment of Kevin Chapman as the club's new manager. Eyebrows have been raised in the world of football at the appointment of the inexperienced 41-year-old. And he's sure to face plenty of questions when he faces the media for the first time at the TCDD ANKARA DEMIRSPOR Stadyumi. I already know the Turkish stadium, and I haven't even got there yet. But I have been learning a little bit of Turkish, and I know what the Turkish for stadium is. So, you know, I am pretty clever. He replaces previous manager, Metin Akpınar. Why has the media got factions? Some factions in the media have been touting Chapman as favourite for the job all along. They didn't know who I was. And his appointment has created much discussion around the club. Ankara DS are currently 18th in the Turkish 2 League white group. Again, there's a white group and a red group. There is a white group and a red group. It's fine. Ankara DS have won 3 of their last 5 games in the league. Ankara Demirspor have won 2, lost 2, and drawn 1. Excuse me. Are they 2 different teams? They've won 3 of their last 5 games in the league. They've won 2 of their last 5. It's fine. 22, 23, 23, 24 away. We're getting closer. They're now got Turkish Airlines just emerged as a... is that the same team? It's become Adana. It's a different Demirspor. That's a FIFA kit creator showcase. I think we've got away from what we were trying to achieve here. We've got no assistant manager and we don't have any fierce rivals. We'll see about that. We've got a negative transfer budget, everybody. Negative £5 in our transfer budget. I hope I get one of those threatening messages telling me I have to deal with that. That would be amazing. Let's have a look at what we've got then, shall we? I mean, it doesn't look disastrous. On first inspection, we've got some players who don't look awful, which is nice. He's on loan from Igdir, who are in the red group. So our best player is on loan from a team at the same level as us. That seems, I mean, he knows it as well. Why are players earning more money than me? What fresh hell is this? How are we doing for budgets? Right, we can't put that into the transfer budget. Basically, we're not allowed to spend money. Okay, fair enough. Can we see what formation we've been using? We've been using a 4-2-3-1 DM-AM. We did 34 minutes using that and 60 minutes also using that. Oh, we did a 4-4-2 for 34 minutes in that one. It looks like 4-2-3-1 DM-AM is the way to go. Let's get a tactic up and running. When's our first match, by the way? Like 4 days. Oh, it's going to be fine. We don't need to worry. It's going to be fine. We're supposed to be relegated. Oh, no. Right. It's fine. Let's not worry. Our Route 1 4-2-3-1 is going to be a joy to behold. So 4-2-3-1. 4-2-3-1 DM-AM is what I'm looking for. It's that one, isn't it? So we're going to have 3 different flavors of this. Just so that we can try different ways of playing football. There we go. So we've got those 3 on. What? Do we have any other information? Do the fans give us any clues? No one's really telling me anything about what they want. I mean, we literally just have to win matches. That's all there is to it. Is there a transfer window here? How do we find out that? Someone tell me the rules. Won't somebody explain the rules to me? Where's the league? Where's the rules? What are the rules? Oh, Gordon Bennett. So if we finish, we don't need to really worry about getting promoted this season. I'm really worried about is there a transfer window or can we just start shenanigans immediately? And then is there a rule on like foreign players, loans, a maximum of 0 foreign players? Maximum of 6 under-23 players. Oh, sorry, minimum of 6 under-23 players developed in the nation for 1 year between. So that's in the squad. So we need 6 under-23s who are homegrown in Turkey. But we can't have foreign players anyway, so that shouldn't be too hard as long as we've got young players. Maximum of 3 goalkeepers in the squad. Maximum of 2 over 23 goalkeepers in the squad. Maximum squad size of 25. Squad registration. So the deadlines are later than they are in England. This guy's earning £75 a week full time. I mean, fair enough. Let's have a look at what our best 11 is and work out what we're going to do. So pick, without restriction, pick best 11. We've got a number 10 in the number 10 role. That's beautiful. He's Atakan Dama. He's my hero. Oh, he's on loan, but he's been on loan for a year already. Do we do these long-term loan things here? Is that how it works? I mean, it looks like loan central. Let's have a look at the squad planner. Work out what we're going to. I mean, the squad looks decent. Decent ability throughout. Squad depth. looking good. I mean, we don't really have a proper goalkeeper. That's kind of a problem. This guy's the best keeper we've got. Taha Cengiz Demirtas. So this is the priority, getting a proper goalkeeper. But we've got, obviously, that guy we've already picked out. He's the best player at the club. On loads of money as well. He is a proper left back. We've got loads of centre backs. Loads of DMs. I mean, there's so many players here on loan. It looks like there's lots of loans that go on. That American fella would love all this. It's loans, loans, loans. Someone needs to write a song about it. But we haven't really got... So we've not really got a goalkeeper. We've not really got a proper striker. I see why this team might be struggling. Yes, we're going to avoid relegation and we're going to like it. Set pieces. Let's do set pieces. So my thing that I'm kind of leaning towards on set pieces now, he's got so much hair that it, bearing in mind he's a new gen, but he has so much hair that the graphic cuts his hair off. Doesn't let him have all of his hair. Unless, I mean, I'm assuming that's the picture cutting his hair off. That might be his actual haircut. That might be deliberate. It's difficult to know. I don't know what the Turkish fashion is like. Maybe they all have this in Turkey and I just don't know about it. Either way, I think it's excellent. Right, back here. I like hybrid. I like to put a man on the near post. I like to be balanced. I like to aim for the near post more often than not. I like balanced on there, and I like an in-swinger. This is exactly how I've got it set up for Tamworth, and you've seen how many goals from corners we score on Tamworth. So this is what we're doing. And then from here, we just add in another one, which is a far post in swinger, and then we want the near post to happen more often. Far post in swinger average, and then the last one we add in. If I'm at a big club, I add in a short corner. At a small club like this, though, I'm going to add in a near post out swinger, which we're going to just drop in very occasionally, just so teams don't get used to how we're doing our defending. And then if we preview our first 11 on there to see if we've actually got any proper aerial threats. So this guy is our best aerial threat, apparently, which I can't click on him because clunky. I can't remember how to do it. You have to turn that off and then go into there, I think, to be able to see him. So he's, I mean, it's not disastrous, is it? Jumping reach of 12, heading of 12. I don't think he's going to be a 15 goal a season set piece threat. We don't really have anybody who is going to be, but I mean, we're going to do all the goals from the set pieces because set pieces are fun. We love a set piece. Right, let's do all our normal stuff that we do when we, oh my God, where are the staff? We've got a set piece coach and nothing else. We've got a set piece coach we're not allowed and no normal coaches. I don't understand. I don't understand. I mean, I guess we make that guy a normal coach, don't we? Can you do... Oh, my word. This guy's probably getting fired. Although he might need to act as my assistant manager in the meantime because we don't have one. Why have we got a set-piece coach, we've got all these jobs. We've got a loan manager, but no assistant manager. Right, let's bin off the guys we don't need. We don't need the set-piece coach. He's done. Can we mutually terminate him? We're on a budget here. We also don't need a recruitment analyst, a technical director, or a loan manager. So let's get rid of them. Why on earth would we have a loan manager? He's got a great moustache. We don't need a technical director. Where's he? You're done. And then what was the other one? Was it a head performance analyst we weren't allowed? No, recruitment analyst. We don't need a recruitment analyst. You can leave as well. We have no scouts. We're allowed no scouts. We have a chief scout and that's it. All of the scouting at this football club is going to be done by this guy. And to be fair, actually, he's not too bad. And he's been at Ankara forever. Done every job that we've got. But we're not allowed any other coaches, any other scouts, which is alarming. So there's nothing we can we have more scouts, please? I'm asking for more scouts. I know I said at the interview I wouldn't need to do all of this. The board are going to be fuming already. You said you were going to make no changes. Yeah, I didn't realise the mess you were in. Do you remember in the interview when I said I needed a little context? This is the context I needed. Oh, here's the guy. This is my guy. What a beard. Yeah, this is the guy. This is my boy. In you come. No, not as a scout. I want you to be my assistant manager. Full-time assistant manager. Lock that in. Assistant manager. Oh, God. Yeah, we're not going to be able to afford him, are we? Oh, we don't have anyone on our favourite personnel list to offer the job to. I need an assistant manager before my first game or I'm going to have to pick my own team. And I don't want to. I'm going to resign. I refuse to pick my own team. Oh, somebody come in and do this job. I don't care which one it is. You, come here. Assistant manager. I mean, you're not going to take the job, are you? Because you're going to immediately want to double your salary. I'm not earning that much. My director of football hopefully will bring somebody in. That's all I can hope for now. That my director of football will just get somebody in quick for me. So let's try that. Because applicants aren't going to be in 4 days in time for this first match. I mean, it's pretty clear where the problems are. We need a striker and a goalkeeper. But we can't do anything until the middle of January. So just have to see what we can do. This guy is upset because we don't have squad depth. I say again, Haroon, what do you want me to do about it now? What do you expect me to do? Squad dynamics. So he is actually our team leader as well, the guy that's got a grumpy on. Let's introduce myself to the squad. Hi! I'm the new manager. Welcome. I hope as a team we can go on to achieve great things under your management. Haroon, you and me are going to be best buddies. So we're going to avoid relegation. We can stay up. See, Haroon gets it. Haroon's on my side. Oh, God, no promises. Go back. No. Oh, I just want to run out the door. I don't want to make any... How have I got myself into... I don't want to do a promise. Can I storm out? Ah! Oh, Haroon, what have you done to me? I'll try and improve the quality of the first team coaching staff at the club. That's literally what I'm doing. Yes, there you go. I'm not sure that'll really change anything. Ilkay, at the moment, there are no coaches. I feel like it will change something. There we go. Sorted. Goodness me. I'm not allowed... I mean, I'm not allowed more scouts. Just to confirm, what that actually means is I'm not allowed any scouts. I've got 100k for scouting. You what? Where? What the hell is that for? Good eye. What? Let me adjust it. It won't let me adjust it. Can we... I mean, we're not even going to spend it. Adjust scouting budget. It won't let me adjust it. Brilliant. Need to sell someone to get out of negative debt. It's £5. I'll give them it. So we're playing Esenlererokspor. Here we go, boys and girls. Let's have a look at this team then. So, Taha Sengis can do sweeper keeper, so we're going to get him to do sweeper keeper because we're fancy. We are proper fancy. Sweeper keeper on defend. Why not? Ender is... I mean, he can do wing back. Wing back. In fact, let's start here. What are these guys? So he's a right footer. Oh, hello. A right footer. Are you a left footer? No, that would have been too perfect. So you, who's the quickest? You're going to be my attacking guy as a winger. You're going to be on support. So you're going to be a wing back on attack. And you, even if you don't like it, oh, you're a complete wing back. Oh, you special boy. Right, change everything around. Complete wing back on attack. You're going to be a winger on support. You're going to go to inside full... okay, inverted winger on attack. In fact, we might give him the fancy new Bukayo Saka player instruction. which I can't remember how to get onto player instructions. I do it so infrequently. It's him, so we're going to have him doing the come inside with the ball onto his right foot. So he's a winger, but he's going to come inside. Slightly different from an inverted winger. And then you are going to be a wing back on support. That works. You are a central defender, and you are a central defender. And then you, as my striker, want to be a pressing forward. That makes me happy. I love a pressing forward. So you can be a pressing forward. You, what the hell is an Enganchi? I don't even know what that is. I'm going to come back to you in a minute. He looks so miserable. Right, you are a ball-winning midfielder. That's what I like to see. Ball-winning midfielder on defend. You are a deep-lying playmaker. Very fancy for this level. So you are just going to be an attacking midfielder because we don't want to get too fancy. What is an Enganch? The side's prime creator? No. No, no, no. No, 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 no. So that looks like our shape. Obviously, we're going to go to positive because we're not cowards. Let's see if it works, I guess. Oh, of course, we've got rules. So we're not allowed any players on youth. Bearing in mind it's so focused on youth, we're not allowed any players on youth contracts in the first team squad, in the matchday squad. Minimum of 2 players under the age of 23. But no youth players. So in order for us to try a player out in the team, we have to give them an actual full-time contract, which seems insane. What a weird combination of rules that is. Of course, I've got no assistant manager. Oh, I hate having to read all this. I want to see a marked improvement from all of you today. There we go. Oh, there's a lot here. Oh, look at this. Playing the ball around beautifully. I love the fact, it's a long time since I've managed this low down in a pyramid. I love to see the fans that all hate each other, so no one sits next to anyone else. They're all just beautifully spread out. That's my favourite thing about managing at this kind of level. Come on, then. Kev can do football. Come on! What a hero. Social distancing. I mean, there's nobody in these stands. That's madness. Who can score our goals? What's his name? Mukat? Mukat can. Who's going to get us out of this league? Mukat can. They've just taken the suggested one. Oh, Haroon, what have you just done? Can we get a replay of that? It all got a little bit too much for Haroon there. We're just going to go back 10 seconds. Poor old Haroon. All eyes on Haroon here. This is what you get for questioning me. Here he is, look. And, oh no, I've had enough. Down I go. Oh, Haroon. Haroon, Haroon, Haroon. Right, come on then. Batuhan Sua. I'm learning their names. Right, here we go. We're going to get a bit of a goal here. Who can? Mukat can. Oh, come on, we've got a hero. He'd only scored 4 goals all year. He's had 2 today. We'll see. Maybe we'll fall in love with them and have to go. Oh, it's not impossible. It's just very unlikely. Here you go. Who can get a hat-trick? Mukat can! Come on! Matchday vlog for 1.5k Twitch subs. Matchday vlog for 5,000 Twitch subs. If we hit 5,000 Twitch subs while still managing Ankara, then I will do my very best to be given permission to go. I suspect the answer will still be no. Does there need to be an end goal? Can we not just have a nice time? Can we not just do a nice, fun Football Manager save and enjoy the journey? Does it have to be about the destination? I'm sure a target, a goal will emerge as time goes on, but for now, it's very much enjoy our time here in Turkey. We might stay here forever. We might be gone at the end of the season. It might be somewhere in between. We'll see. These fans turn up through thick and thin. There was like 9 of them at the last match. If you carry on your last performance into this match, we'll do well. Taha loves that. He's motivated. No one else is. We'll be fine. Come on, then. Do a football, boys. Look at us, just knocking the ball around the world. Look, there's loads of people here. None of them sat next to each other again. But there are people here. I hope that's one of the things they fix on FM25. Actually have people grouping together and sitting with each other. Because it's so weird that everyone here apparently came on their own and doesn't want to sit near anybody else, just in case a song breaks out. We've got a penalty kick here. Who can score it? Mukat. Mukat's not taking it. He scored a penalty in the last game. He should be our penalty taker. Who the hell is this guy? Okay, I'll allow it. Who is he? He's our left winger. Oh, no, Mustafa is the right wing. Oh, God, this is going to get so complicated. Oh, it's going to get complicated. I need to learn their names quick. At least we're winning, eh? Now we've given away a penalty. Haroon, me and you are going to fall out. Goodness me. Look at the goalkeeper really thrusting there. Is that necessary? Didn't really work. Kick him. Oh, God, they're in behind again. Oh, this is a bit more like what I was expecting. That first game was a blip. Just looks similar. It all looks the same in Turkey, apparently. Here we go. Let's test our set pieces. We're doing the rare outswinger to the near post. Haroon loves me. I knew he loved me. Come on, Haroon. He sat down again. He can't stay on his feet, that boy. All right, Mustafa's picked up an injury. He already scored a penalty. And now he's scored a free kick as well. Oh, Mustafa. What a man. He only needs one leg. That's a lovely free kick. We're going to do another. It's Haroon. Haroon from the free kick. Now, we've already scored one free kick today. Haroon's already scored today. Come on, then. We do free kicks. Ah! Don't let our good run of form come to an end here. Yeah. Justifying the £48. Because, again, if it was for personal reasons, if it was for personal use, even if it fit me, I wouldn't spend £48 on a Tamworth shirt. The only reason I own it is so I can have one behind me in the videos. Yeah, and as I've said many times, business expense does not mean free. I still have to actually pay for it. I wouldn't get it just for that. It runs to a point, but it's not really made for it. What they need to do, and they won't, but what they need to do is bring back FM Touch or make FM Console available on Steam as well, so you can have the console controls on the Steam Deck, because it's horrible to control. Anything gaming related I buy is a business expense because I host a gaming podcast. Long throw incoming. We've won a penalty. Umat's hurt himself. But we've got a penalty to potentially equalise here, boys and girls. Boom. That's how we do it. Mustafa. You have the console version of Microsoft Game Pass. Yeah, but to play Microsoft Game Pass on the Steam Deck involves a lot of side-loading confusion. Yeah, got some dinner. That wasn't a business expense because I wasn't travelling. Yesterday's dinner was a business expense, but today's dinner wasn't. And we've given away a penalty. Set pieces seem rife. What supermarket do I shop at? Oh, he's hit the post! Excellent work. I thought we'd given away another penalty there. I sometimes go to Tesco. I sometimes go to Sainsbury's. That's a sundry. You can charge that as it's during work hours. I mean, I have spoken to my accountant about that, and he said I can only charge food if I'm travelling. If I'm at home, I can't charge food. That's unfortunate. How did I not see that news report? What is it with you people in your eyes? I didn't even see that happen. Because it's come up as Signs New Deal. He was already our under-19s manager. That's why we've just promoted our own under-19s manager. Oh, why are the under-19s hiring all the stuff that I want? And then I can't bring them up to the first team squad. I need them. Steskin, get in here. Hire me staff. Nobody's applying. For goodness sake. Right, we've now lost 2 in a row. We're not going to get too worried about it because we did win 2 in a row. 99 people turned up for us to play against the top of the table team. We've now got nearly a month off. And I think the transfer window opens before the next game. Is that right? When is the transfer window? Transfer window opens on the 11th. So we need to get some scouting done. We don't have any scouts. Let's just, I guess, free transfers and loans is what we need to be looking at. Get them scouted. So why do we have just this random 3 weeks off in the middle of the season? Does it get cold in the winter in Turkey? I feel like Turkey's a place where it's quite warm all year round. Oh, in-game. I get you. I see what you've done there. I see. Right, so everyone who wanted better coaching staff is happy. Haroon still wants me to sign a striker. So I guess we need to sign a striker. That's top priority. Who can fix the budget situation? Moocat can. We can't move the scouting budget until we're back in a positive budget for transfers. Transfer budget, I think they call it. Yeah, until that's not negative, we can't adjust any budgets. Lovely football manager things. Right, contract renewal time. Yes, he's good. Right, we don't want to be giving pay rises out here. We've got to be careful. See, that is almost doubling his salary. That doesn't feel like something I want to do. We'll meet him somewhere in the middle, probably. £75 a week wage rise. I mean, he is probably one of our best players, but we don't want to do too much of that. Can we set for release the ones who are already not good enough? We can. So that'll free up budget as well. Putting players on set for release. So everyone who's not good enough, we set for release. Because that'll give us a little bit of future budget to play with, which is always welcome. Right, so yeah, we've now got loads of committed spending space. We've got £1,000 a week spare there. So we should hopefully be able to do some shenanigans, which is always fun. Burak Kolak. Another 30-year-old fringe player. Yeah, get rid of him. We don't need 30-year-old fringe players. The more of them we can get rid of, the better. Very nearly window open. I'm very excited. Right, homegrown player update. Don't need to worry. Oh! Ah! For a minute there, I was happy. Then I realised it was the under-19s again. And we've got a lovely coaching setup now. I will hydrate. Oh, my word. Just letting see, the thing is, I say he's good, but he's got 2.5 stars of current ability. And they're offering money, so it'll free up budgets. So actually, I think I'm going to let him go. He can be the one we sacrifice in order to get our budgets back in order. Which is risky. But we need to free up those budgets and be able to have a little play. We love a little play. So we've got so many players on the way out. It is time for trialists. Where's my director of football? Give me trialists. We want them all. Everyone who can come in on trial will come in on trial. Not allowed an attacking midfielder or a left winger. We are allowed a right winger who can also play right back and left wing. He wasn't identified for any of them. You just told me there were no right backs and no left wingers available for trial. This... Sezgin, we are going to fall out. How many days have I got to put up with you for now? 142. I'm counting them. I'm chalking them off, Sezgin. You're on my last nerve. Goodness me. All right, in you all come. Please all be great. I could really do with some great players coming in. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Yep, this is a problem. This is a big problem. Because I've just agreed to let go most of the squad. None of them are as good as the 4 players we've already agreed to sell. It's going to be fine. Oh, no. What's happened there? Mistakes have been made there, boys and girls. Right. On the 11th, the loan window opens. No fitness coaches for me. We've hired one. Zoe, A, how did you end up in Turkey, Zoe Johnson? B, why can the under-19s find coaches? What's happened there? Oh. Right, Mustafa, you're being sacrificed to save the wage budget. This is a huge risk because you are a starter. Right. Budget done, which means we should now be able to... Boom. Which means we should be able to... Boom. Which means now we've got loads of budget available. Zoe, I didn't mean to upset you. I didn't mean to shout. But I mean, I don't know how to say this. That's the one that's the one type of coach we don't really need anymore because we've already got one. And when we're only allowed 3 coaches... Oh, have we got one? I thought we had a goalkeeping coach. Maybe we don't. Okay, so maybe we do need a goalkeeping coach. What have we got then? We've got a man... Is the assistant manager the only coach we've got? Right, well then we'll take a goalkeeping coach. Zoe, I'm sorry. Oh, that was very simple. Can we have... Is there any chance for some more just general coaches, Zoe? Just a general one. Would be lovely. That was excellent. See, all I needed to do was make friends with Zoe. And now we're all good. Okay, we've only got a squad of 18 players, but we've got so much money to throw around. And we should now be able to get all of these players we've been scouting who can come in on loan. So, come on, loans, in you come. Yeah, do you want to come in on loan, Effie? Oh, he's free. And we're allowed as many of these as we want. That's just going to be a team of loans and nothing else. I hope they all come in. This is going to be amazing. Corey wants a lot of money. We've got a lot of money, though. Come in. Come on in, young man. I think it's 7 loans only. It wasn't when we looked at the rules. We'll check again, just to be sure. The only rule around loans and 7, maximum of 7 foreign-based players over the age of 22 allowed on loan. So it only applies if they're foreign and over 22. Otherwise, there's no limit. I mean, I won't object to another striker. So in you come. Just, I mean, if they are literally free, just bring them all in. It doesn't matter. At least everyone who's scouting at over like 3 stars, maybe not the 31-year-old. But everyone else, just get them in. They're costing nothing. Right. There's lots of other clubs in for the players we've loaned for. So that's probably the catch, isn't it? That name is very familiar. I knew it! Well, we've got to sign him. I knew I recognised that name. Well, yeah, we'll have a piece of this. How do we... Why do we know about you? Yeah, we'll buy you. Just... We want you. Just buy him. Ah, real coaches. Right, what do we need? We've only got room for 1 if we bring the goalkeeping coach in. We need... I guess we need defending slightly more than attacking. We'd also like someone who can do men and mudgum. So... I think, I mean, you're probably more of a general coach. You can do a little bit of everything. Let's get you in. It's all coming together, boys and girls. And now even Sezgin's getting involved in the loans. He's spotted what I'm up to and wants a piece of the action. He's identified a 19-year-old with a 5.9 average rating and thinks I want him. Come on, Serhat Tazdemir, former Peterborough United player. You can get whatever salary you want, young man. I did not think I would be signing a former posh player when I arrived in Turkey. I want to see at least some of these loans arrive. Suddenly all the staff are coming in as well. Who's this? Goalkeeping. Oh, that's the guy I wanted. Right, so we've got the goalkeeping coach in. So we're good at coaching goalkeepers now. Right, and here's the striker. This should make Haroon happy. Because this is what... Oh. I don't think we're scouting. I don't think they're as good as my scouts are indicating they might be. Maybe it wasn't this simple. Nope. I see. Right, let's get them all in. Get them all in. Hopefully some of them are any good. You know what? He's not bad, is he? That's an upgrade on what we had before. Has that made him happy? No. I mean, I don't know what more I can do here. Does he need someone to come in permanently? Our loan's not enough. Awful. So they are very hit and miss, it seems. Almost as if we've got no scouts. So it's all a bit hit and miss. Right, Sir Tasdemir's coming in, but not until the summer. Which is a bit of a shame, so I wanted him now. But he'll be a little present in the summer if we stay up. If not, I've condemned him to life in the unplayable leagues and I'll be long gone. But we've brought some players in, and bringing some players in is good. So, to summarise, we've arrived in Turkey, we've played 4 games, we've won 2, we've lost 2, we're still in the relegation zone, but only 3 points from safety. We're all good there. We do need to get out of the relegation zone, because not only have we promised the board we will, but the league below this one is non-playable, so if we get relegated, it's an auto-sacking. The transfer window is now open, we've got money to spend. I've been doing some reading, and I've learned that the reason there are so many Demirspor, it's not Demirspor, it's Demirspor. The reason there's so many Demirspor clubs in Turkey is the same reason there's so many locomotive clubs in Eastern Europe. It basically is to do with the railway lines. Hold on, I'm gonna check the actual details of it. I'm gonna read it off of Wikipedia because I know you lot want to know this because I was interested in it. And how could I possibly be interested in something you wouldn't be interested in? So, ANKARA Demirspor is one of 38 Demirspor clubs in Turkey that were founded by the employees of the Turkish Railways, similar to the locomotive sports clubs of Eastern Europe. Most Demirspor clubs have jersey colours identical to ANKARA Demirspor and bear the TCDD symbol on their logo. ANKARA Demirspor and Adana Demirspor are the only Demirspor clubs that compete in the Turkish Professional Football League system, and ANKARA Demirspor is the only one that is still affiliated with the TCDD. So we had a few people telling me that they'd basically ripped off the other Demirspor. That's why. Because they were all founded by the same people. There you go. Turkish railway facts for you, boys and girls. You didn't think you were getting that, did you? Turkish football facts, Turkish railway facts. And then we came in, we joined the club around here somewhere, start of December. We won our first 2 games, but then we lost our next 2 games. We are still in the relegation zone in the white group. Don't worry, the other one is the red group. If we get relegated from the white group, we do get sacked because there's no playable league below this. So that is it. There is no, oh, well, you gave it a good go, see if you can get us back up again. If we get relegated, we are sacked. So we kind of need to not get relegated. We have made a move on trying to do some transfers. We've brought some loans in. You can see we've brought lots of loans in because we've discovered there's no limit on the loans. We can bring in as many loans as we actually want to bring in. So we're just going to bring in all of the loans. We're also trying to sign this guy, Sir Tasdemir, who used to play for Posh, which is great. There always has to be a Posh connection somewhere, and it's going to be him. So he's going to be joining us in the summer. Obviously, he could be joining us in a non-playable league. But the job now we've brought in all these new loan players, is to try and win a football match. The transfer window here in Turkey carries on until mid-February, so we've still got a month of transfer window left. I'd like to think we'll start winning some football matches, but look at the amount of loans we've got in our team now. Loans ahoy! That is 6, 7, 8, 9, sorry, 3. So we've got 7 starters who are loans and another 3 on the bench. So we've got 10 loans in our matchday squad. And we'll have none of this Zealand nonsense. I was signing loans in non-league when Zealand, I'm quoting myself from the YouTube comments earlier. I was doing loans in non-league when Zealand still thought that football was played by cowards in body armour. I did this years before. There's been people who are saying I've ripped off his save. It's the 3rd year in a row we've done this. If anyone's ripped off anyone, goodness me. He's going to be hearing from my lawyers, that's for sure. I feel like the rest of this season, there's not many games left, by the way. There's only like 10 games left. This is very much going to be roll the dice and hope. After the transfer window closes, there's only 6 games remaining. There's not. I didn't scroll far enough. There's loads of games left. Let's play the match. I don't want to talk to you anymore. Because Haroon insisted. He wanted a better striker, if you remember. Oh, we are just getting torn apart. It's almost as if we're playing two kids who've never played a game of football together or separately at centre-back. I am wondering about the wisdom. Let me just check this centre-back partnership. So this guy is 21. He has played 23 games in his career previously. I suspect he's not started many of them. And then his central defensive partner is 23. I mean, they've actually both played fairly regular football. They've never met each other before today, but I don't see that should be a problem. Oh, yeah, I mean, this is one of the best teams in the league. This is the catchily named 1461TR. We're supposed to lose against 1461TR. I bet they've got some songs. What's 1461TR in Turkish? Let's make it into a song. If you don't move with the times, you get left behind. So I'm not just planning on doing this for a year or two for a bit of fun now. This is supposed to be my career that I do for the rest of my life. So I've got to evolve and move with the times, move with the platforms, move with the trends. Speaking of people feeling change, have I seen Marvels? I haven't seen it yet. Anna wants to watch she wants to do the double header, Marvels and Hunger Games. So I think the Hunger Games is out this week, is it? So I think we're going on I want to say Saturday. We'll do one in the afternoon, go for dinner, then one in the evening. What I'm doing here is exactly what you should do in this situation. Flailing around and constantly changing stuff is how to guarantee getting sacked. If I end up getting sacked, then so be it. It was never going to work out here. It was just a job I wasn't going to be able to do long term. But the last thing I'm going to do is constantly bring in new players, constantly changing the tactic. The only chance we've got of survival is settling on a tactic and a team now and playing them together for the next 10, 12, 15 games, however many it is, and hoping that at some point in that run they come good. Because we're not that far behind. If we win 3 games in a row, we're out of the relegation zone. So we just need the team to click. Is there a snow dome in Ankara in case I get sacked? I'm actually training to be a Turkish barber while I'm here. I'm going to have a very sharp beard when I come back. Pass the remote. Thank you very much for the prime. We're just giving away a penalty. For goodness sake! Stop giving away penalties! Get some 6-year loans in. See, the young'uns don't remember the 6-year loans. That's what I mean. I invented loans. I am the loan man. Waffle, thank you very much for 26 months. Out on Game Pass. So then, like I say, it's in the Sports Interactive Forum. Have we just given away another penalty? Oh, my word. It doesn't rain, it pours, boys and girls. The other thing in the patch is the ridiculous squad depth demands, like the keeper demand in the Ajax save, is fixed. Good. That definitely needed fixing as well. Right, come on, boys. Let's do a win, shall we? Oh, dear. I've got to hold my nerve. We're playing against better teams than us. We're supposed to lose. We've just got to hold our nerve and hope the wins come, because we don't need many of them. Right, we're going to have to change the tactic. The game's decided we're not allowed to use this one. We always reach this point eventually. So let's kill 2 of these and get something else on. Right, let's try the new tactic. It's going to be fine. What's the worst that could happen? Whoa! Disco goal! What on earth? What's happening? That's new. They've added that into the patch. That's great. What an advert for the game that was. I think that was the stadium getting in the way. We never blame the computer. Just like last night was a Twitch problem, not a computer problem. That was a Football Manager problem, not a computer problem. I spent over $3,000 on this PC. You are not telling me that there's any chance it can ever have a problem. I'm going to be using this PC when I'm a pensioner. And it's still going to be overpowered. I think that's how it works. was nice while it lasted. I mean, a point is a point against a team pushing for the playoffs. We're not going to turn our nose up to this. But it does feel like we could have won looking at that XG. I know we had a missed penalty, but that only accounts for like, I think 0.85 of XG as a missed penalty, or a penalty in general. So we still got over 2 on our XG without the missed penalty. We might be scoring here. Oh, see that. Ah. Ah. Just waiting for the score to take over. It has. That could be huge, boys and girls. We will hydrate. This is the game that never ends. It's putting some tension in, isn't it? 5 minutes of time added on, and it takes us to nearly 7. Goodness me. That was a huge result, though. There you go. Chapman looks back to strive forward. Apparently, I've gone back to a 4-2-4 that I've never used before in the save. So, that's nice. Ah! Who the hell are you, Yasin? Well, what position do we randomly need to buy now? Goalkeeper. So we now need a striker and a goalkeeper. Fine. We've now got to just randomly get a goal. I thought, who said this had been taken away? Because we now have to sign a goalkeeper. Because the whole squad is going to mutiny if we don't. I don't think loans make the difference, though, which is stupid as well. But we'll try and bring them both in, because what's the harm? And then we'll bring this guy in for a trial. We'll sign 3 goalkeepers. That'll make them happy. Right, so I've basically just got to tell him he's going to be the star player to calm the squad down, haven't I? This is the... I can't believe we're having to glitch it, but I have to tell this guy he's going to be the star man, and then the squad will calm down. I think is what happens here. Because then they'll see I've signed a star man. Can I try and get away with just bringing him in to the end of the season? Because we don't really want to keep him. We've got a guy called Cock. Right, Cock, you're done. I want it! Oh, Haroon! Right. I mean, here's some strikers. We're now going to if we can get them for free, we're just going to sign them. And try and get them to the end of the season. We're just going to sign them all. And Haroon's going to chill out. These are the lengths we have to go to try and stay in the league. Orhan Errol is in. Effie Torres is in. We can't get rid of Cock. Ah, get out of here, Cock. Right, there you go. You're a striker. 5 months. That's exactly what we're looking for. Who the hell are you? No, I'm not going to loan you back. He's obviously not good enough if they want a loan back. Right, that goalkeeper's rubbish. That goalkeeper's rubbish. The fans are angry about me bringing them both in. And we're still got a Cock problem. I don't think you're good enough to be part of the squad. You haven't got... You're not as good as most of the rest of the team, Dennis. Right, new goalkeeper coming in. Does that cheer some of the squad up, hopefully? Right, if that hasn't solved... We've signed 3 goalkeepers there. What the hell am I supposed to do? I don't even understand. We've signed 3 goalkeepers, one of them to be a star man, and that still hasn't cheered everybody up. I don't know what else I'm supposed to do. You get sacked, you get a payoff. I ain't resigning. I don't even know if that's us or not. Is that us? Have we just scored? I think we scored. It takes me several minutes to work out which colour we are. I think we just scored. Yay! Terry, thank you for the 23 months. I need to start recognising some of the names. Maybe. Probably with good reason. Oh, Haroon! Here we go! Again, I have to apologise to people watching on TikTok who don't get the background music and are wondering what I'm singing along to. You lot should be playing Guess What Kev's Singing. Or come over to Twitch and then you'll hear what I'm singing because you'll be able to hear the music. I can hear the music and I still don't know. This is a great song. Murat, thank you for the sub. I'm probably saying your name wrong. Test it on LOLLUJO 2. I think it'll clutter LOLLUJO 2 as well for this. I don't want to risk that either. Just like I don't want to risk the main channel because that's my income. I don't want to risk LOLLUJO 2 because that's Chris's income. So we'll do it on a new channel. And there is the closing of the window. That can't be in this league, surely. No, that's just in Turkey in general, isn't it? Because Fenerbahce are in the top league. I was worried for a minute there. There was teams spending that kind of money in this league. Oh, Yasin, you're unhappy, are you? Oh, no. What will I do? You've got a great beard. And Haroon's unhappy as well. See, this is problematic. But the club atmosphere is very good, so we might be okay. Look at us go. We're up to 11. We're 4 points outside the playoffs. We're closer to the playoffs than the relegate. Oh, no, we're not. It's 3 points, 4 points. We're as mid-table as can be. Confusing team talks now. I don't even do them. For goodness sake. Hi. I'm happy to make a change. Yeah, I'll promise lovely team talks from now on. I'm still not going to do them, but hopefully that will just stop you being grumpy now because I need to avoid relegation now. Oh, what is going on here? Several players feel you've lost the dressing room and no longer have enough support to stay at the club. We have won 5 games in a row. Hello, idiots. Probably shouldn't start the meeting like that. Hello, morons. Nice of none of you to turn up. Some of us no longer feel you're right to manage this team and that you've lost the dressing room. You're fired then, you pillock. Oh. Things aren't great at the moment, but I'm giving everything I've got to improve the situation. I'm confident my levels of support will increase and it will soon be able to move on as a club. I'm not going to promise them anything. They're idiots, not me. The only reason I'm struggling here is because my players have let me down. Some of you need to take a long, hard look in the mirror before you start getting on my back. I'm gonna point the finger and do that one. I'm going for him. Don't blame us for your inability to get that right. Do I care about any of these? I think, oh, Mukat's one of them. I'm going to release all of them. It's management like this that has got you into this situation. You are a cretin. Escalate. Some of you won't be happy until I'm forced out, will you? This is an outrageous way to treat your manager. We need everyone pulling. Right, I'm going to kick the chair. And do that. To be honest, you leaving is the only way I can see things improving. A fresh start is what this club needs. Kicking the chair. I'm very angry with how this has gone. I need a screenshot of those 6 players because they're all done. They're finished. We're going for them now. As long as the board don't come for me. Right, you, Captain Fringe, get out of here. You were done. You were done, Mookat. I don't care who you are. Moomin, you're done. You're done. And you're done. Get them gone, idiots. Absolute bumholes. A lot of them. You're unwilling to terminate? Well, I'll just release you on a free then. You're unwilling to terminate? Well, guess what? Release on a free. Mookat, not really interested in what you've got to say, Mookat. I'm just going to release you on a free. You, Moomin, are going to be released on a free. Don't care. Free transfer. And for you, sir, a free transfer. I'm declining to speak to any of you. You are just all out of here. That's him gone, him gone, him gone. There you go. Problem solved. Recall him then. Yeah, don't care. Recall him then. Don't care. It's 8 players down. There we go. Dynamics suddenly looks a lot better. That's how you do it, boys and girls. See, we've got plenty of players. We've got most of a team left. Oh my God, we've lost both strikers and half the back four. Feel bad for Mukat, but really, he should not have joined the gang. Club atmosphere's dropped for some reason. I don't really know why the club atmosphere's dropped. Come on, Haroon, it's all on you. Oh, he's willing to trust me again. I mean, who cares? I've scared him into line now, haven't I? So you do it. He doesn't want to cross me. Right, now we go win a football match. Yigit is a poacher, that's fine. And Umran, target forward. You be a target forward then. That works for me. I did say at the start of the stream that I was ready to deal with people tonight. Exactly, I've dealt with a mutiny. If we come out of this with a win, I'm a genius. As far as I'm concerned, it doesn't matter what the personnel are. We just do set pieces anyway. I could play up front in this team and get a goal every other game just because of the set pieces. There you go, penalty kick. We just need the set pieces. Until the player's down tools. Anyone who does that gets released. I've set the precedent now. And now we're beating Bursaspor. There is nobody out there. We joined mid-season. There has been no good options that we could bring in. But there's no way to tell them that. The idiots. Oh, what a goal! Sefik is the man. Offshore Wasted, thank you for the gifted sub. Phantom, thank you for 17 months. Beautiful stuff. Come on, kick him in the eye. I didn't mean it. Don't take my instructions literally. For goodness sake. Phantom, thank you for the gifted sub. I thought you didn't understand English. He'll be the one guy. No, you don't know what I said. Kick him in the arm, not the eye, the arm. Kick him in the ball sack. Just kick him somewhere. Oh. You know what? A draw there with 10 men against a big team looking for promotion. Happy with that. That's fine. That works. One step closer to safety, which is all we need to achieve this year. We're now 7 points clear of the relegation zone with 9 games left. We're looking good. If we can make it to the summer, we'll build a squad who love me. None of these idiots who don't like me. They'll be gone. Be gone with you, idiots. Right, let's win this game against Adiyaman, who are rock bottom. Oh, this is it. This is where we secure our safety, boys and girls. We might be thinking in terms of getting in the playoffs again after this one. Let's go and do a football. My classroom had a window that went on, so sometimes I'd just put my videos on the big interactive whiteboard, just so that people could see my videos at break time. Board expectation was to avoid relegation. We've definitely done that. We're 9 points clear at the moment. So we're going to get the chance to do a rebuild in the summer. When the database doesn't fall apart after 3 seasons, those first few years are so easy. There's just no point doing it. Haroon again. It's just guaranteed back-to-back promotions. But then you build up so much momentum that you then carry those back-to-back promotions through as well. So it's actually easier than starting in tier 6 because you're guaranteed to get promoted 10, 9, 8, 7 all the way through because the game can't cope with you playing at that level. So you'll just, unless you are a complete buffoon, you'll just get promoted in back-to-back seasons without really having to do a lot. So until Football Manager is actually designed to work down at that level, I ain't playing it down at that level. I'm not a good enough actor to pretend it's hard. That's what you need to manage down at that level. You have to accidentally make mistakes that make it hard when it's not. Boys and girls, we are not getting relegated. This is where we are in the league. So it's a 36-game season. So we're 7 points outside of the playoffs and we're 9 points clear of relegation. So the most likely scenario is that we just finish mid-table. But if we win every game, we're going to be in the playoffs. And if we lose every game, we might end up in a relegation battle. So there's still things that could happen. I mean, I will put the prediction out there now. We'll probably win a couple, draw a couple, lose a couple, and finish 11th. And that will be fine. That would be a good season. Right, I need to change what's going on the prompter because it's really confusing me. And that's terrible goalkeeping. I blame that on the prompter. I cannot wait to get some transfers done for this team. Although then I remember we can only sign Turkish players and it might be a challenge. Hopefully there'll just be loads of Turkish free transfers available in the summer. Oh, there we go. Football. Like Ramsdale's better at catching crosses and saves and things. But that's not the most important. It seems absurd to say, but for an Arsenal goalkeeper, that's not necessarily the most important thing. The most important thing is being able to step out and be that third central defender, be able to draw the press from the opposition and have the balls to really get under pressure to release the ball late and create that space so that they can play out from the back. And that's what Ramsdale can't do. Raya's not done that at Arsenal either. I mean, the nature of what he's being asked to do means he will give the ball away at times. There we go again. So updating the graphics drivers hasn't helped. Football Manager just broken their game. Seriously, they need to fix that urgently. Is everyone else having that issue? Because it's happening almost every match now. Oh, wowzers. Perhaps we do want to go up. Been playing all day and not had it. Weird. Maybe I need to uninstall and reinstall the game or something. Right. While all this has been going on, we lost a football match, by the way. So we're almost certainly just going to finish mid-table now. Annoyingly, we were in the lead in that match when the crash happened. So history has been ruined. There's an alternate universe where we end up in the playoffs later on this evening. Therefore, we don't care. Do I feel a serious improvement in this year's game compared to last year? Yes. Yes, I do. Folks, it's not worth discussing. I'm not pressing any buttons that I don't know what they do. Matt will be furious. You need to be able to run it on very high if that's actually the problem. Because that's bonkers. So on your own PC that you paid $3K for, you aren't allowed to press any buttons? Absolutely. By choice, I'm not allowed. Matt offered to explain how things work, and I didn't feel the need to know. I don't need to know how things work. I just need them to work. He'll be on it. There is literally successful people don't feel the need to do everything themselves and be the best at everything. Successful people recognize the things that they aren't good at and make sure they surround themselves with people who are smarter than them in the areas that they're not very smart. It is a better use of my time and money to just throw cash at Matt and have him do it and me never have to understand it because my brain is busy doing other things. Yeah, it's pretty unlikely we'll go to Turkey. Unless I can convince Anna that we should go on holiday to Turkey next year. This happens to be the bit that we go to, and I can swing by and do a match while I'm there. But I would say the chances of a specific trip to Turkey to do a match day vlog are close to 0. Not completely 0, but close to 0. Curve was a defo, the teacher, that the kids do homework in class. I didn't set homework. I used to regularly clash with the leadership of the school. I don't really believe in homework as a concept. I think it's pointless, especially for a subject like computer science. Kids don't have coding software at home. Oh God, the sound's on. That's horrible. There are some schools here in the USA trying out the removal of homework. Yeah, they should. Homework is stupid. I would love to see actual proof that homework is beneficial in any way. It just stresses kids out. And when they're stressed enough already, just let them be kids. To be fair, I had a 2-hour computer science lesson learning binary while they did network updates. So we couldn't use computers. It was not fun. Binary's fun. I'm not going to set homework, but they are going to need to practice. They're going to need to practice their coding in their own time. I'm not going to tell them what to do, but if they don't practice coding on their own, they are going to fail. They're not going to pick it up. You can't learn to code in 3 hours a week. They need to be practicing. I was a smarty pants kid. I used to usually do my homework in class. I'd finish my work and then do my homework while everyone else was finishing their work. It's what the really smart kids do. You've got the smart kids who want the feedback from the teacher. Oh, look, I've finished. I don't want the teacher to know I've finished. I want to get that homework done as well. Why would I let the teacher know I was finished when there's literally homework I could sit there and do? Right, that's the end of the season, boys and girls. So we finished 9th, which is a huge overachievement. I am out of contract, though, I think. So one thing that I have been warned about that we need to be wary of is there are people who've managed in this league in Turkey who just haven't had their contract renewed because they're not Turkish. So that might happen. But what I'm hoping to happen, maybe expecting is the wrong word. I'm hoping we can now just ride through to the 1st of July, release everybody and do a rebuild. So that's the plan from here. Right, so our review of our season, although remember, I wasn't the manager for half of this season, but I'll take all the credit for the fact we didn't get relegated when we were supposed to be. We were second bottom when I arrived, and we've ended up finishing in the top half because I am a hero. We're on an A-. That's our top scorer got 7 goals because we released Mukat. We definitely need to bring in some players, but we don't really have any money to do it. So we need to send all the loans back, release everyone who's out of contract and see what we're left with. So Haroon won lots of awards. We've set lots of records. And the manager timeline mentions dubs, which I hate. God, I hate that. The player base age, they shouldn't be putting dubs on there. This game isn't for 9-year-olds. There's no plan to ever get promoted, so we just need to stick within the wage budget and try and improve the team. So yeah, we're going to avoid relegation again. We're good enough not to get relegated, and that'll be our target. We're favourites for relegation next season. You're so thick. You're so thick. We've just... add him to the list. Get him gone. How many players are out of contract? Most of them. So these are the ones that we've actually... Can I click the right spot? These are the guys we're actually building around next year. So everyone else is going to be gone. So if we clear, we've already got our goalkeeper. We've already got our left back. We've got a midfielder. We've got a backup goalkeeper. We've got another midfielder. We've got a striker. And we've got a right winger. And that is all we've got. And some of these, I mean, he'll do. He's all right. He absolutely won't. So he can go onto the bench. So he wants to be the playmaker, so he can be there. I don't think he's good enough yet either. So move him onto the bench. Yeah, and he's definitely never going to be good enough. So that's actually what we've got. We've got a left back, a goalkeeper, and a defensive midfielder. We've got some shenanigans to do. My contract ends the same time as the players, so I'm not going to do too much planning before the 30th of June. I'm certainly not going to ask for a new contract. I'm Kev. I shouldn't have to ask. If they offer me one, I'll sign it. If they don't, I'll leave. I'm still in the recruitment meeting. I feel like it's only natural to have a little word with the chairman during the recruitment meeting and be like, so what is the deal here? Why have I not been offered a contract yet? Are you planning on keeping me? New contract. See what they've got for me. New contract to be offered. Hey, there you go. So we're fine. We can plan for the summer. No pay rise though. I can't help but notice. 1 year deal is fine because it allows me to skedaddle next year if need be. We'll try and squeeze more money out of them. We do like money. Okay, fine. No more money. I don't even want to talk to his agent. I just want to, screw him then. That's him done. The rest of these guys probably not interested in keeping. I think we just set these all for release. Even like the young ones, I mean, they're never actually going to be any good. I'd rather sign my own young players. So let's just set everyone for release. Build our own team. Another mass exodus. So Usul can go into my team. There you go. So we've got 4 players for next year. That's a really good point, actually. We've got 115k a year for scouting. They won't let me hire any scouts. So we're just paying the chief scout 115 grand to just, what? Fly around Europe looking at players we can't sign because we're only allowed Turkish players? It doesn't make any logical sense. How? He got an automatic extension because we didn't get relegated. Oh, you smug swine. Look at him. The hell am I going to do with this guy? What a stupid thing to put in his contract. I have to use him now. Right, well, he goes in the team then, I guess. Hey, we've got our number of scouts has increased. Right, let's have a scout, shall we? Beautiful. So this is what we've got. We have got a squad of 8. Actually 7, because he should be down in the youth team. Didn't I just bin him off somewhere? Get him gone. A squad of 7, 2 of which are goalkeepers. That's something to build on. We've got... How are we already spending a third of our wage budget? Oh, he's going to be good. He's going to be very good. The new era in Ankara starts here, boys and girls. It's the era of Serhat Tazdemir. Oh, I don't want to confirm my captain now. Don't make me, because I'm just going to take it off him because he's not going to be a starter. My captain hasn't signed for us yet. Please let that be the way it works. Don't make me pick one now. Oh, so we are back. So I actually have to appoint him as captain. That's absurd. And Dennis Koch as vice captain, who's never going to play a game for me. Sam, thank you for 14 months. Fine. They're both being stripped of that before the season starts, though. Get the loans in. Whoa, like trials, sorry. There they all are, look. All here by 10:30. See, you say Turkey's big. Every single one of them got here in an hour and a half. So it's not that big, is it? And work out what we need. So goalkeeper-wise, we're probably okay. We've got a starter and a reserve. That'll do for a 15-year-old. Oh, hello, 15-year-old. I mean, kind of have to, don't we? He's not going to start, though. He is 15. Backup. 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 Yeah, okay, we're not signing him. He's 5'8". Yeah, he's 15. By the time he's 19, he'll be 6'2". Worryingly, this guy, who couldn't get in our team last year, is considered 4.5 stars. That's how much we've downgraded. And we haven't got anyone in on trial who's better than him. I'm not going to panic just yet. Right, we've got no centre-backs at the club, so we need to sign 2. That guy's a midfielder. We'll come back to him. He is a centre-back. He is a centre-back. And he is a centre-back, so we'll sign all 3 of them. I mean, these are worryingly low salaries, as if these players are actually trash. But they're the best we've got. We'll just have to make do with them. Right, so defensive midfielders, we've got 1, so we'll sign the other 3. Don't even need to look at them. We'll just sign them. Oh, hello. Excuse me. What's all this then? No, thank you. I've grown accustomed to tiny salaries, especially for a backup. Is he the best right winger? We might go for him still if he's the best right winger. Was that him? He is the best. No, he's not. Yeah, we're not going to pay all that money for someone. That's madness. How much is the next best guy? Breakthrough prospect. That's more like it. We want more money for my salary. When they all come in and they're awful, I'm just going to sack my assistant manager because he's the one telling me they're all almost good enough. Right, we need 2 right wingers. See, this guy thinks he's going to be a star player, but then asks for £100 a week. It's very odd. So we've already offered him a contract, so maybe we'll offer him one. Why not splurge a little? What's the worst that can happen? We'll go and get Haroon back. And then strikers. We have none, so we'll just try and sign all 3 of these. Not even going to look at them. Don't need to. We assume they're good, or Sezgin wouldn't have recommended them. That's how you manage a football club. I have trust in the staff around me. I mean, worst case scenario, this gets us some decent rotation players, and we have to bring in a couple of stars to fill the gaps. But if we get all of them, we've still got half of our budget left. Get him gone. There you go. There's another player coming in. Oh, he's the expensive one, isn't he? He's the risk. I mean, he seems fine. We haven't got enough players to register a squad still. Yeah, okay, fine. We'll register it later when we've got a few more players. Come on, fatty, in you come. Ba, 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 ba. Crossing of 5. Who cares? That's an attribute. We don't look at attributes. I'm going to let Sezgin sign whoever he wants as well, because why not? He's got great hair as well. Between me and Sezgin, we're going to put together a team that's going to win the league. That's the thing. This is going to infuriate all you attribute nerds when we win the league this year, having done the transfers like this. Oh, God. Some of these are not very good. But they've got potential. And potential is exciting. We like potential. There you go. We're getting somewhere. We're putting together a squad. It's not a very good squad, but it is a squad. And we can have unlimited loans, remember, so we'll just go and get all of them. Oh, my word, some of these players. We should be able to register a squad now. There you go, look. We have a squad of footballers, sort of. Just heard up in a meeting, I hear references to attribute nerds. I mean, that's what they are. They should own it. There you go, we've got a team. Oh, what's this? A 5-star right back? Where? Oh, it's 5 grade stars. I get you. It's below 1 star. Yeah, let's see what the media think now we've signed a squad of players. There you go. We've moved up 2 spots. Is there any more coming in? Oh, there's still more. We're still filling out the squad. Go, Sezgin's doing his thing again. What a man. What a guy. Me and Sezgin are big buddies. Right, I can't wait any longer. I want to see the squad. That's alarming. Oh, God. What have we done? Question mark means we don't know how good they could be, right? Poor positional depth is what it means. Which is fair enough. We have got poor positional depth. But actually, the players that are in there are actually not too bad. If we have a look at what our best 11 is now. So we already know Taha's fine. We already know Ender is fine because we used him last year. This is our new captain, inexplicably. Problem is, neither of these fullbacks really want to be attacking. We do it this way around. Ah! And then we've got Meat. We've got a centre-back called Meat. That's incredible. Come on, Meat. Meat and Cock. Our centre-backs are called Meat and Cock! Oh! This is my favourite save ever! This is amazing! Oh, there might be a theme for this team emerging. Taz Demir wants to be a shadow striker. Who am I to tell him no? He's our best player. He's a poacher. Should we have a poacher and a shadow striker together? Probably not. We probably want him to be a pressing forward, creating space for Serhat. You are a winger. Actually, you're an inverted winger because you are a right footer. You can be an inverted winger on support. You are a winger. And that's our team at the moment. I tell you what, it's not disastrous. There you go. There's another centre back. We've got Fatty as well. So we've got Meat, Cock, and Fatty. Oh, we might have to do a back 3 of Meat, Cock, and Fatty. Oh, he's a target forward. We've got target forwards. Oh, look at that hair as well. He's a target forward with great hair. I'm playing him as a target forward. So I bet he's slots straight into the best 11. Or does he? Who's this? Oh, that is him. So we have him as a target forward on attack. So we've got big man, little man. This is turning into a team, everybody. Now let's see what the media think. There you go. We're out of the relegation zone now. We're climbing up the league. See, this is where we find out if my scouts are actually any good, because these were all 5-star current ability players. So if these come in and they're not good enough to get in my team, it shows that scout reports are just utterly worthless and we just can't rely on them at all. Whereas if these all come in and they're better than our current first team, then at least we know we can trust the scout. The one scout. Was Haroon one of the ones we offered a trial to? Oh, bless him. He probably still lives locally. See, what we've got there then, boys and girls, is the scouts are kind of reliable, but sometimes get it really wrong because some of them are rubbish. Everyone who would come into that first team, we've offered contracts to, haven't we? Okay. We'll look at the media prediction once this next batch of signings are in. Oh, we can get a real scout. Look at that. Yes, please. We're going places. This might be our forever club. Yeah, he's our backup left back, isn't he? So he's not actually that great. But we needed a backup left back. So on that basis, he needed to come in. He's a lot better, though. So he's the... I mean, he can do the two roles perfectly. Shadow striker and striker. That's ideal. Serhat, I think you will still play. Let's just shuffle this around. Yeah, you're still going to play, Serhat. Don't you worry about it. I'm happy with the balance of the squad. Everyone will get the chance to impress and earn their playing time. I appreciate your concerns, but I want you to earn that playing time. It'll make us stronger as a team, yeah. I mean, if he doesn't like it, he can leave. And that applies to everybody. And then a new centre-back. And then we're just about done, I think. I think this is a squad. Quite a bloated squad that we're going to have to offer some players out on loan. Right, so based on this squad, the media are saying 6th. Let's just go through it. And, I mean, we're still well within budget, but I think we can probably loan some players out now. And in fact, part of me is thinking first port of call should be Tazdemir. As much as I wanted to use him because he's ex-posh. If he's going to cause trouble already, get him gone. I wish the scouts were more often wrong, the complete opposite direction. Like, you miss out on Jem because the scout said he was awful, but he's actually amazing. I mean, there's a chance that does happen, and we just don't realise it, because why would you carry on tracking them? You're not going to remember their name, are you? There's every chance that does happen, and we just don't notice it. You're only going to notice it when the player comes in and you realise how bad they are. Right. Did we get a scout report on him? I mean, I think he's probably an upgrade. If he's not, we never trust this scout again. I think we're happy with that. And that is the squad complete then. And we have to be very happy with that. Who are you? Who are you? What do you want? Right, so let's just have a look to see who's actually fit for the first day of the season. Pick a team, and then this will be what kicks off tomorrow night's stream. We'll be playing this match. So you can do sweeper keeper, that's handy. Back four is as I expected it to be. With our excellent new centre-back partnership. Our new captain, who wasn't getting in the team last year. Part of me thinks just make him a fullback. Because he's just no good going forward. I might just do that. And let Ender be the guy who charges up and down the side. He's already got enough on his plate being captain. Don't overcomplicate it. He is fine as the deep line playmaker. One of the few survivors from last year. With Ender and Muharrem. Arif is there to kick people. And played for us years ago, actually. Played for us 10 years ago. Which I didn't notice when we signed him. Nuboy Halil, who scored 14 goals last year in Belgium. And then we've got Effie on one wing. We've got Hassan on the other. And our big strong boy up front with his great hair. I've not played a match since last night's stream. I deliberately haven't recorded an On-League to Legend today because I didn't want to get cross at it. I wanted to give them time to fix the issue before we had the issue come up again. If it happens again, I've got the skin turned off. I'm down to high graphics. I've done that verify thing on Steam because they told me to do that. I've cleared the cache because they've told me to do that. If it still happens now, if it happens again, you have to remind me to send them the save. I need to keep the save. So changing the camera angle theoretically should fix it. But when we tried to change the camera angle last night, it crashed the entire PC. I mean, if we have our first couple of games of the season and we only come out with them with 1 point, I'm going to be quite disappointed. I think this is a good squad. Is there a way? I know you can set it to save weekly. Is there a way to set it to save before every match? Maybe I need to fiddle with the settings. There you go. We have a goal finally. A football goal. Yeah, remind me after this match to set up an autosave. Which, who was Hood managing? Because Zealand's managing a tiny little team with a tiny little stadium, isn't he? So that would explain him getting it. Is Hood doing a tiny little team as well? Because that might be what's causing it. Tiny little stadium roofs. I got it at Luton. Ah, well, I mean, still not a huge stadium, is it? Is it new for this patch? Yeah. Would also be the reason why I didn't see it in a beta. Yeah, absolutely. We're undefeated. We're doing an invincible season, I think. I think that might be what we do. That might be how I cheer myself up. And a nice little invincible season. I do like an invincible season. I also like the fact that we have a striker who got 2 goals in that game. Oh. I see. I mean, what's their problem now? We're 3rd in the league. Because again, this is one of the things that the update was supposed to fix. This nonsense. So the update hasn't even improved the things that were broken. I have not known Football Manager be this broken in a long, long, long time. Right then. What's the problem? You need centre-backs. Fine. We'll go and sign a centre-back. You won't be happy because you never are. I mean, how many centre-backs have we got? More than enough. One could argue. More than enough. But let's let's try and sign some more. Oh, good. There's none available. I was hoping there'd be none available. How long have we got to fix this? We've got 15 days. We're 3rd in the league. Can't they just trust me to manage the team? If it even solves it. I mean, that any of them probably would. So I guess we try and sign this guy. Don't really want a 31-year-old that we don't need, but I'd rather not have the mutiny just yet. Oh, he's cheap as well. They were right to whinge. They weren't right to whinge because we're unbeaten. We're 3rd in the league, level on points with top of the league, and we've conceded 1 goal. They might not like the centre-back that we've got, but they can't argue with the fact that we're winning football matches and probably going to get promoted. So it doesn't really matter. I mean, that's a good way to get rid of the captain that we don't want, I guess. Yeah, we'll accept that. And bring in a new right back. Is there any right backs knocking around here that are quite good? Someone did say one of the reasons why the squad are being so difficult in this save is because I don't speak the language. I've got no previous experience and no qualifications. So they just don't trust me as a manager. There's a possibility that it's that. That was our loanee from last year, was it? Was it? Was that the guy we had last year? Oh, well, yeah, we'll definitely have him. See, I've got to get better at the Turkish names. Yeah, we'll definitely have him back. He was our best player last year. Plus, I keep asking them to set fire to my ear hair. They're so good at it. Meanwhile, let's carry on winning football matches. Whoa, why did that just pop up? You can't see what just happened there. I pressed continue and that popped up on my screen for some reason. My Football Manager save files. Don't know why that happened. In my game, I can no longer save games after that happened. Oh, my word. I will drive down there tomorrow if that happens and not leave until they fix the game. My right back is dead. Yeah, whatever. Whatever. There you go. Problem solved. Don't care about the right back. The game's about to crash, isn't it? I kept getting a pop-up with can't save game after each match. Oh, see, we were playing so well, and then we've had the player mutiny, and now our striker who got 2 goals can't score. Because while all the graphical nonsense and stability nonsense is going on, we've still got this stupid morale bug that has directly led to us losing this game. Here we go then. Is it going to save? Or is it broken? Okay, I think we've saved. Just give it a minute for the graphical glitch to come in. It won't at this stadium, though, because it's only that stadium, isn't it? It's our stadium that is the problem. Oh, no, it's not. It's everywhere. So it now always happens at this point, apparently. Running into any issues on the Steam Deck. Do I need to hook up the Steam Deck and stream from that? That might be the solution. We're not going to transfer this Taha. He's happy to be back up. There you go. We've got Furkan Saki to come in as my centre-back, which should calm everybody down, you would think, because he's a good centre-back. It hasn't, though, has it? Oh, my God. They're still unhappy that we don't have a centre-back. We've literally just signed one. Because now I'm in an absurd situation where I've got an actual player mutiny going on, which as soon as it happened, turned us from being a team that was going to get promoted to a team that can't score a goal. We literally saw our striker, who'd been playing well, hit the corner flag because suddenly he's unhappy because we don't have any centre-backs, apparently. Despite, we've got 10 centre-backs. How could we possibly need any more? We can't afford to sign any more because we're already over our wage budget. But unless we sign more, we're never going to win a game again because the entire first team squad want me to sign a centre-back that doesn't exist. I mean, maybe they want Messi as well, but that doesn't mean they should down tools until I sign him. We were going to win the league. And now we're not going to win any matches because it has such an extraordinary impact. It's taken club atmosphere was very good. Managerial support was good. It's crashed them both. I mean, last ditch thing, I guess, to try after this match is put him down in the reserves. But in my experience, just hiding them in the reserves doesn't make the problem go away this year like it used to. In all seriousness, boys and girls, is there a way to roll it back manually to before the update? Because that would fix the problems in the meantime. Very tricky, though. Super brain needed. Oh, there's no point trying then, is there? As it's a glitch, could you add another manager to the save and buy him from another club to get him out as it's a glitch? I mean, I guess I could, but it seems like something that I'm going to have to keep replicating everywhere I go throughout the entire save. Where'd you draw the line? We haven't fixed the alien invasion issue, no. Only Football Manager can fix that. Oh, I've got a sad face now. I was so happy at the start of the stream. I'm sure you'll remember. I did say about starting a new save every week. I mean, yeah, this is the excuse, isn't it? New save again on Sunday. Oh, I've already made a bit of a song and dance about it on Twitter. I'm now streaming it in front of however many people moaning about it. And I am in direct contact with them about it. So I'm making a fuss. Cultaholic, welcome along. Do you want to see a grown man cry? Because that's what we're getting here tonight. Are all the apprehensive players the mutineers? They are. Yes, they are. And you can see it in how they're playing. Misplaced passes, missed shots. Get rid of the ringleader. I'm trying. Aside of driving him out into the woods and breaking his compass, I'm not sure what more I can do at the moment. Right. So how many days have we got left? 3 days to sign another centre-back that we don't need, or else Taha's going to escalate. The transfer window does close before then, though, so hopefully he'll leave before then, which I guess would be good. So there's our new backup goalkeeper. That's our captain leaving. And there's the offer that we need for Taha, who's the ringleader. So hopefully, between all of these things, this solves the problem. Right, so that's calmed him down, selling a different right back. And there's Taha going. So let him go. I don't care that you've hurt your head. So that's Taha gone. What hasn't happened, though, is the club atmosphere and managerial support hasn't gone back up where it was. So now we've got Batuhan doing what he did last year. So we've actually got last year's fullback combination now. This guy who came in on loan from Hoffenheim is great. And then we've got the new old man. The goalkeeper's a massive upgrade on Taha. So goalkeeper and back four massively upgraded on last year. He was here last year. And he's the new guy who replaced Haroon, who's at least as good as Haroon was. He was here last year. He's an upgrade on what we had last year. Massive upgrade. He is a huge upgrade. And this guy can actually score goals, which none of our strikers last year could. So this is a much better team. That's a penalty kick. Hooray! Yes, I've upgraded the graphics drivers. If anything, the problem's got worse since they did that. How do you stop getting so many injuries? Play your players less, rotate more, rest them from training more. It is definitely that stand that is the problem. Mike, if you're still there, it is this stand. It's the stadium that is the problem. It's the same with Tamworth. It's the way it's rendering the stadium that's the problem. But yeah, I drove to Tamworth on Saturday, less than an hour from my house, asked for a Twix and got given chips. That's how much she couldn't understand what I was saying to her. So, 'tis madness. You didn't actually ask for a Twix, though. I actually did. I would have preferred a Twix. The chips were horrible, and I wanted a chocolate bar. I absolutely wanted a Twix. Were the chips good? No, they were awful. Twix and a chippy. I wasn't in a chippy. I was at the football. I could see the Twixes. I said, can I have a coffee, a Fanta, and a Twix, please? She made my coffee, which, by the way, I didn't get into this in the video. A scoop and a half of Nescafe, poured the water in and handed it to me. No way to stir it, no milk. I've never had an unstirred instant coffee before. And then she went back over to where the Twixes were while I was looking at my coffee thinking, what on earth do I do with this? Looking around for something to stir it with. And then she came back and handed me a tray of chips. Who orders a flat white anyway? People who like a flat white? I like a flat white. I don't want like a latte or a cappuccino or anything because it's too milky. But sometimes certain places the coffee's not very nice, so I need a little bit of milk in it to take the edge off. Krispy Kreme is one of those places. It's your fault for ordering a coffee and no donuts from a donut shop. It was a drive-through on a motorway and I just wanted a cup of coffee. And they have a massive sign out the front of Krispy Kreme that says donuts and coffee. And I'm like, well, that looks like somewhere I can get a cup of coffee then. We don't care about goals in a cup match, but apparently this was a good one. Well, that's quite good, I suppose. We are playing against a bunch of semi-pros, though. I'm just going to accept it's always going to happen. Is it called latte macchiato or latte in the UK? They're used interchangeably. People would usually say latte. No, I never get burnt out with FM. This is my autism superpower. FM is my special interest. I'm not allowed to call it an obsession anymore, apparently. Apparently that's not positive language. I've been learning. It's my special interest. I've been obsessed with Football Manager for 30 years. Longer than that. I was playing Kenny Dalglish Soccer Manager in the 80s. 35 years I've been obsessed with football management games. It ain't going to stop now. I don't get bored of them. I don't get burnt out on them. I'm very lucky that I've been able to turn this thing into my job, because I've had it ruin many jobs previously. So hopefully it'll be win-win for all involved. The internet at large seems to have defined clickbait as lying on a thumbnail to get clicks, which neither of them do. Because in the one that says sacked, somebody was sacked. And the one that says we're too good, we were too good leading into the video. So they're both based in truth. Fairness, who clicks on videos of a series for the title or one moment? I mean, you say that. The click-through rate on the sacked video was nearly 15%. The typical click-through rate on a non-League to Legend video is about 7%. So twice as many people clicked on it as would have normally. And it had, by the time it had been out like 6 hours, it had 10,000 more views than the one the day before at the same time. So apparently, thousands of people.
Thousands of them.
Anna's here confirming thousands of people. Click-through rate is the percentage of people who click on the video that are exposed to the thumbnail or exposed to the video. So 15% click-through rate means for every 100 people who had that video pushed to them on their recommended, 15 of them clicked it, whereas normally only 7 would click it. It's the best click-through rate I've ever had was on that video. So from my perspective, incredibly successful thumbnail. Yeah, it's Jadon Sancho's fault that Man United are rubbish. Agreed. Did we get relegated last season? No. No. Is that down to the massive name Ajax has? But the name Ajax was in both versions of the thumbnail. So we'll be A/B testing Leon again this weekend in the same way. It'll launch as I rebuild Leon, probably, to try it that way. And then on Sunday, it will switch to what Leon should have done. And then it will switch back and forth every day and monitor the results until we find out for sure which is more successul. True A/B testing, they have to offer random subsamples. Yeah, there's no way to actually do that because YouTube don't offer it themselves. And there's no... TubeBuddy literally has it scheduled at midnight every day to swap the title and the thumbnail over. So you get one day of each, one day of the other. But we leave them going for so long that we get pretty solid results out of it. Like the Sheffield United one has been doing it for nearly 2 weeks now. Would it not just show you a massive weighting towards what day people view your weekend vids rather than just what title works better? Potentially. This is some of the stuff that goes on in the background. These are the things that I'm working on during the day when I'm not making videos. It's not enough to just put the videos out and turn up for streams. I spent this afternoon sending in my list of things that were wrong with Football Manager to try and put him off from starting Park to Prem this week. I just want a few more days of being the only guy doing a Let's Play. I've been very much enjoying it. I've been getting like 100,000 views a day since the full game came out. But no, apparently he has to start it this week. Selfish, if you ask me. We're going to have to start sharing the viewers again. I like the fact we've actually got a settled team that is playing well. It's jolly good. I'd like to end the stream top of the league. We'll do another half hour or so. I'd very much like to be top of the league by the end of it. People can't watch 2 20-minute videos. I mean, they can for a bit, but inevitably you get to the point where you start to fall behind. And Zealand's a separate entity anyway. We don't need to worry about Zealand. It's Jack I'm competing with for those daily views. Right, we're losing here. That's not ideal. I would like us to win. This is a massive stadium we're playing in, by the way. Here we go, look. Football. Come on. Are they ground showing? They might be. I mean, they're down in just outside the relegation zone in the 3rd tier. Right, here we go. Long thrower clock. Oh, shoot. Oh, that's a good goal. Been a bit in and out of the stream if the graphical issues persisted. Kinda, yeah. They were more noticeable at the start of the stream, but nothing's really changed. I think it's just luck of what grounds we play in. We've kind of figured out what's causing them. It's tiny grounds like our home ground, when the camera goes to a certain angle above the camera side stand. So when it does near side corners or when it pans over that side of the ground at the end of the game. So if you don't get many corners and you click out of the game as soon as it ends, you don't really notice it as much. Followed SI from Championship Manager to FM when the split happened. Never played Championship Manager again after that. Very much a Sports Interactive guy. Is it refreshing for me to play in the Turkish league? It's different. I am really struggling with the names. It shows how much I am in a UK bubble. I couldn't name my starting 11. And I've been here nearly a year. I really struggle with the names. I just can't remember them. And it's not even that they're massively similar, but my brain is just processing them as foreign sounding name rather than their actual name. We have replaced the starting 11 twice in that year as well, so that does have something to do with it. But I could sit here and probably name my Tamworth team now. The UI is going to get a complete redesign. They've already said that, haven't they? So the UI will be completely different. So that'll be nice. And the match engine should look a little bit better. We're playing a team from the Super League here. Oh, we're going to get absolutely smashed. Oh, brace yourselves, boys and girls. Assume the position. But yeah, nicely polished user interface. I tell you what the dream would be, and I wouldn't be at all surprised if they're wowzers working towards this. That's a good goal. If they could have a user interface, and I don't know how you would do such a thing, but if they could come up with a user interface that works across all versions of the game, so it looks the same on all platforms, and like City Skylines manage it, Civ manage it, it's possible to do. If they can make it look the same on Xbox and PlayStation as it does on PC, that would cut a lot of the whining about them getting a cut down version of the game on console. Yeah, Civilization 6 is a great example. Runs really well on PC, on console, on touchscreen, on Switch even, and it's the exact same. I mean, it's not quite the exact same user interface. It has a few little tweaks, but it looks the same on both. It's all solvable. Civilization. I've never played Age of Empires. I've played Civilization since Civ 3 and really enjoyed it all the way through. Never played Age of Empires. I don't have time for another massive game. I feel like the Turkish Cup isn't taken seriously, so this is probably a reserve team we've just beaten. But either way, we've just beaten a team from the top league, which we didn't quite manage to finish the stream top of the league, which is what we hoped for. But we are in the 5th round of the Cup and have just knocked out a top flight team. We don't get many fans ever, do we? That's pathetic. Right. That's how we're leaving the league, boys and girls. We are very much in a promotion hunt. I am kind of a feeling that if we don't get promoted, we might jump ship and go somewhere else. If we get promoted, though, I think we probably have to stick around and see what we can do in the second tier in Turkey. So could be a pivotal stream on Sunday night. We shall see. When am I going on a coaching course? When they let me have one? I mean, we could ask now, but with us being 100 grand in debt, I think I know what the answer's going to be, but we'll ask again. But they're just not into sending me on coaching courses, apparently. I mean, I imagine their response is, it's fair enough. What's the point in sending me on a coaching course in Turkey when I still don't speak a word of Turkish? I've been here a year, still don't even have basic Turkish. I'm an ignorant scumbag. What use is a Turkish coaching course going to be for me? I'm on the course, am I? Oh my word, I wasn't even paying attention. I just assumed the answer would be no. Oh, well, this changes everything. This is like the 4th time we've asked to go on this course. I was so confident that I wouldn't get to go, I didn't even bother looking out for the response. It was just very much a, yeah, let's go through the motions, have them say no again. We're going on a course! That means we've got to stay in Turkey for at least 4 months, because I imagine Football Manager doesn't model this in as much detail as I would like. But if I go and manage in Austria now, surely I can't continue my Turkish national C license in Austria. So I've got to stick here. Oh, should we sign some of these boys? These look good, don't they? What I am going to have to do, see, this is, I've scared you all with the mention of multi-streaming. Here's the benefit of multi-streaming. I'm not going to be able to bum along to the music anymore, because the music will only be here. So you're still going to have your perks here on Twitch. The notifications and things are still going to be Twitch specific. The music is only going to be on Twitch. And I'm going to have to stop bumming, because otherwise the people on YouTube are going to wonder why I'm bumming. I mean, I'll perhaps do little special one-off bumming streams every now and again. Perhaps I could finally start an OnlyFans and do my bumming on there. That might work. A Patreon. Just for bumming. Oh, that's an actual long throw. We just did an actual long throw. No more of this sort of long throw-ish. That was an actual long throw. It made it into the penalty area. And now we're going to do a goal. Come on. Lovely, lovely, lovely. There's a day I won't be streaming, so we'll perhaps do it so that it comes out on LOLLUJO too, that day that there would be a gap. When does LOLLUJO 3 launch? Potentially never. I mean, I have started 2 new channels this week. LOLLUJO Clips and LOLLUJO Shorts. Right, who's this? Tolga Keva, who has played 2 games. Yeah, you're not going to start more games. You're not very good, are you? Can you imagine an American doing Football Manager? Of all the most absurd things. I might as well enter a hot dog eating contest. No, you're not going to play more. You're not very good. There we go. And he just accepted it. It's just like, yeah, no, you're right, boss. I took a bit of a chance coming in here asking for more football, but now you've pointed out to me I'm not very good. Fair enough. I'll sit down and shut up. Please keep paying me. That's management. Have I suddenly got, now I'm doing a course, have I suddenly got their respect? Because that would be lovely. Right, who's this guy? I mean, are these people making appointments? What is this? Is there a queuing system? Take a ticket like at the deli. What do you want now? You want more games? No. Can I do that thing where I say, well, the last guy dropped it? I don't remember the name of the last guy. That other guy who's not very good came to me recently and then he sat down and shut up. You should do the same. That's what I want to say. You're pretty much a squad player. I wouldn't be happy with that. It's not a good idea. I mean, I'm not paying you for ideas, Effie. I'm the ideas man. So you can just leave if that's how you're going to be. I don't think you're powerful enough to start a mutiny. You're not. In your face, Effie. In your face. Right. Mustafa would now like to start more games. What's going on here? It's almost as if I signed a load of players, told them there'd be star players. And I mean, to be fair, this guy's played 11 games. He hasn't started any of them, but I would counter that with he's averaging a 6.64. So what on earth has he done to persuade me to start him? Nothing is the answer to that question, boys and girls. Absolutely nothing. Hello there, Mustafa. I'm not starting enough for my supposed importance, because when you've played, you've been awful. Let's have a look. So Barris has been very good. I've not seen anything from Barris I can't offer as well. Just for clarity, Barris does have a higher average rating and has been scoring goals. So they're 2 things. Yeah, you're just a squad player now. I can do that. It sounds fair enough. See, he gets it. He's just happy to be a squad player now. Some of them just get it. For goodness sake, what do you want now? You've not scored a goal. And you've got the devil's average. What? I mean, hello. I'm in session again, apparently. Come and tell me what you're disgruntled about. Oh, here we go. Hello. You all right? Right, I'm going to set this one a target. We're well past the point where I have anything to prove. Yeah, well, you're done then. You are done. Hang about. We've dropped from very good to good, by the way. But if I just offer these guys out for transfer, does that stop them being unhappy? No. How about this one? Interesting. Very interesting. And now we're back up to very good. Don't offer them out, change their playing time. Nah, just get rid and I'll sign more. Our squad's too big anyway. Canada edit them for me. Probably not, because I'm a controlling monster who needs them edited the way I want them editing. Am I ever going to move out of the closet, by the way? Is that a thing you can ask a person? Carrying everything upstairs on my own and setting it all up again up there? And when do I ever have a week where I don't need to work? Matt, who had surgery on his back last year, he probably is the man to do lots of heavy lifting up and downstairs. Hey, Matt, are you recovered from that back surgery now? Can you carry loads of really heavy things with me? Hey, Sheepdog, who lives an hour away, can you carry loads of heavy things an hour away from your house with me? It's a problem. I had surgery in June, was told no lifting for 6 to 8 months. They didn't say that to me. They said like a couple of months, I think, I wasn't allowed to lift for. No flying for a month and no lifting for a couple of months. Oh, what's this? A new contract, a 2-year contract. I feel like for a 2-year contract, they're going to have to give me some more finance tokens. £250 a week is not going to get the job done for the next 2 years. Let's talk. Let's try it 350. I'm going to have a 50% promotion wage rise, please. Ah, I see. 325 with a 50% promotion wage rise. Interesting. Can I just have the 50% promotion pay rise then? Yes, I can. There we go. That's a bigger pay rise than I would have. That's a 2-year contract, boys and girls. So that's got me tied down until 2020. Yeah, so if we get promoted this year, I get £125 pay rise. That'll do nicely. I have some skills at 5. Yeah, my level of discipline has gone up. So I guess because I'm sacking all these players, I am becoming known as a disciplinarian, which is good. Right. How much is he earning now? I mean, he is our best player, so it doesn't hurt to give him lots of money, but I don't think we can give him as much money as he's asking for. I don't mind him having a promotion wage rise, though. I'd like to lose the non-promotion release clause, though. Oh, my word. Yeah, let's just try and get him to agree to this. I mean, it's already a huge amount of money, yeah. I mean, we tried. We'll have to let him have the release clause when we try again, I guess. I mean, you say that. Last year, I did sit us all down and say, right, as we're all here, the Chapman family, should we discuss the YouTube channel for a moment? Just so we can call this a meeting. They didn't go down well. It didn't go through as a business expense, and I was very sad. But yeah, luckily, so many of you are watching LOLLUJO too. I might actually make some money off it. That'd be nice. Once it reaches a certain level, I actually get... Well, it works differently to most YouTubers and their editors. For us, we get to a certain level and I get to share some of the profits off the channel. That'd be nice. We might actually reach that point. I'll let you know when you can all stop watching because you're starting to line my pockets rather than his. Who is this lot that we're playing? Menemen. How good are the Menemen? I just want to click on the Menemens. Because we played against a top tier team before. So this is the Turkish 1 league. Is this the league above us? Oh, I hate computers. So this isn't the top league. This is the next one down, but we're away from home. So we knocked out Pendikspor in the previous round. And now we're playing Menemen, who are looking for promotion from the league above us. And away from home, we should lose this match. Especially because we're having to do it without Ali up front as well. So we're doing it without our striker. Long throw. Here we go. Longish throw. That's a penalty kick, though. Can't remember exactly, but it became a Let's Feed Topher's Kids thing. I mean, do your kids like food? Are they going to appreciate that? What league are we in? We're in the 3rd tier in Turkey. Come on. This is what we talked before about how I am a little bit... I probably don't take the mick as much as a lot of YouTubers do. Because all those Christmas Day present opening videos we've done, I bet there are family vloggers out there who every one of those Christmas presents went down as a business expense because they were bought to be opened up in a YouTube video. And we never did that. I've always erred on the side of caution. Do I have a winning bonus? What, for winning the cup? I mean, we're not going to win the cup. What do I line them with? I mean, at the moment, they're lined with crumbs. I don't know what crumbs they are. And of course, I always have that in my pocket because I am 9. That goes everywhere with me. I couldn't be sat here streaming and not catching Pokemon. What do you think this is? And there's the big game red card, just to make sure we can't win. So we've now got to do it without one of our best defenders and our striker. So poor old Serhat's going to be sacrificed here. When does the Christmas song start? That's why we started talking about Christmas. Probably just Christmas Eve. The Christmas Eve stream will be the only time we do Christmas songs because they get a bit much. When you have to have them everywhere you go. Basically, I'll turn into Christmas mode when I get to the cabin in December. And then when we get back, we've got our Christmas meal, and then I've got my Christmas Eve stream. So by the time you see me on Christmas Eve, I'm going to be jolly and merry. I actually had an email from someone the other day lecturing me about how I should stop trying to force the rebuilds and the tutorials. It's clear from their views that nobody likes them and that I should just do Non-League to Legend 7 days a week. And after I'd finished typing out my curse-riddled response where I called them an entitled blah, 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 I deleted all that. I didn't reply at all to them, but I wrote a reply because I was cross. What was the point I was making? Yeah, they're not supposed to get good views now. They're not for the existing viewers. If I put a tutorial out about how I make a tactic, I don't expect everyone who watches Non-League to Legend to go and watch it because they've already seen me do it in Non-League to Legend. So it's going to get fewer views the day it comes out, but by the end of the cycle, it'll have 150,000 views. And it would have brought more new people into the channel than all but the first episode of Non-League to Legend. And all those little videos like that are one-offs and searchables, they're all about bringing people in over time. They're not about getting quick views now. And yeah, this angry little dweeb really didn't... Oh, he was telling me all the ways I was wrong. Right, who's this? They've offered to loan meat back to me. I mean, why am I selling him then? He's not very good. Why do I want to loan him back? I mean, if he's not going to cost us anything, I guess we'll take him. So they're from the South. So the 3 League Group 2. What level is the 3 League Group 2? I can't click on it. Are they below us? But they're offering to loan him back. So they're offering to pay us money for him, pay his wages, and then he can stay here. They're all offering to loan him back. Fair enough. Yeah, we'll take him back. He's fine. I mean, he's played twice, but we'll take him back for free. I imagine we are going to get a bunch of grumpy boys come to me the day everybody leaves, moaning about squad depth. So I'm bracing myself for that. Tazdemir's now out for months, which is rubbish. Right, there you go. All lots of players leaving. You don't become a billionaire by being nice. Exactly. And then the billionaires buy all the companies. So unfortunately, we have no choice but to use companies that have some kind of unethical link to them. Oh, these are all rubbish. Oh, my word. These are all awful. Oliver, thank you very much for the Prime. Right. So we could get this guy. Ozan Papaka, or K. Balky. He's got a good beard. I mean, we'll just get the best one. We just need a body who can play in that role. If he's cheap, I'm happy. 6-month contract, relatively cheap. That works. Because remember, the first team starters aren't the ones who've left. So we're just replacing our backup players here. So cheap contracts to get through to the end of the season to replace the backups works for me. Right. We need players. Why is my director of football not bringing any in? We've got none. Is he still set to do that? He is. Come on, Sezgin, pull your finger out. Get me some loans. Like that? Is that how it's spelt? This guy? This guy, yeah? There he is. Does he earn £925 a week? Now you know how much he earns. He used to play for Batman! New save! We're starting a new save. Oh, wow. They got a vacancy. Follow. If that job becomes available, we are going to Batman. I want to manage Batman and I want to do it now. Batman is a city and capital of the Batman district in Batman province, Turkey. Wow! I mean, their players... Oh, God, has he come in injured? Why has he got a broken nose for? Has he literally arrived? And someone smashed him in the face and broken his nose? Immediately. I'd leave again. He'd been at the club 20 minutes. And somebody's broken his nose. It would take me 20 minutes to get in my kit. I need to go to Batman. Is Batman near Ankara? If I can go to see an Ankara match, explore an abandoned theme park, and hang out in Batman, I'm going to be delighted. That is a holiday right there. I just want to be able to tweet Batman, I'm inside you when I get there. He's out for 3 to 4 months. None of the trialists are any good. Director of football, please do something. You're just telling me there's no one available for free at all. Loans then. Because we can have unlimited loans. Let's just loan players. Loan all. There should be a loan all button. If they're all free, we'll loan them all. Oh, 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 oh. You love this song, Topher. There you go. We're getting players in. This is what I'm talking about. Oh, my word. Sezgin, what have you got for me here? He's delicious. I didn't get you anything, Sezgin. What can we give it? Do you want a sponge? Oh! I mean, he is a human with limbs, therefore can sit on our bench, and it is an improvement on what we had. Right, well, at least the squad's filled out a bit now. Mostly with trash that we're never going to use, but at least we won't be unable to fill a bench again for a little while. So that's a positive. Not sure why a loan spot's been wasted on a backup, because there's no limit on the loans. We've not wasted a loan spot. We've just brought him in just to be here. Just to give the first team someone to train with. Just to come off the bench if we get an injury. Just because you said that, I came from Twitch to TikTok. There you go. Craig has come from Twitch to TikTok. Just to prove me wrong. Thank you, Craig. Halim with the cross. There we go. I'm more famous than Batman on Twitter. Oh, that's a tweet in and of itself. More followers than Batman. We don't stream on Fridays and Saturdays. Stream will be back Sunday night. So we stream 5 nights a week. Sunday through Thursday, about 7 till 10 p.m. UK times. And then the highlights are on LOLLUJO 2, 10 a.m. Monday to Friday. So no stream tomorrow. No stream Saturday. Stream will be back Sunday evening. Batman was second in their league. So if we get promoted and Batman get promoted, we get to play against Batman next year, which would be awesome. There we go. I knew the message was coming. It's a little later than anticipated. They want a goalkeeper. Of course they do. Don't they always want a goalkeeper? Oh, I hate it. I hate it so much. Who's the ringleader? Do I care about this guy? He is our captain. Hi, guys. The squad is perfectly adequate for my needs. That's all well and good, but we're fearful of the effect it'll have on the squad further down the road. We all have our limits, and we really need a few more players round. What, you're worried I'm going to make you play in goal, you plum? And there's the club atmosphere bombing as well. Can we just get rid of him the way we did? I mean, remember, this all stems back to the last mutiny, because that last one was led by our backup goalkeeper, and we dealt with it by getting rid of him. And now we get the knock-on effect. We don't have a good enough backup goalkeeper, so now we get the next mutiny. So we have two ways of dealing with it. Either we have 15 days to sign a goalkeeper good enough to make them happy, which we won't be able to do, or we bin off our captain and best centre-back. But then we get the roll-on issue of yeah. There's not going to be a good enough goalkeeper. There's no point. Look, and we've just tried to sign a goalkeeper because I identified myself that we needed one. So the only solution is to get rid of him. Leave it. What's the worst that can happen? Form falls through the floor and we don't get promoted, which is what will happen because that's Football Manager. Anyone saying just leave it, it's fine, hasn't played FM24 and seen the huge impact having 10 unhappy players will have on the way we play. So we want goalkeepers, please. The best one you've got available. You, sir. Can we buy you for £0? No. Do we have any pounds? We have some pounds. We can buy him. We'll give you £1,000. There we go. And then we hope that it's not my scout doing a balls up and just getting it wrong. When was he scouted with that ability? See, he was scouted back in May. So he might not. He was a little bit better than Taha back in May. So there is a good chance he's nowhere near as good as that scout report indicates that he is. Right. Oh, now that's interesting. Transfer list him. He's the ringleader, isn't he? Yeah. So I will transfer list him for that reason, and then I can offer him out. And then maybe we just get a better centre-back in. So let's scout centre-backs as well. I'm only signing a 36-year-old because I just need the best goalkeeper I can get. Just to try and stop a mutiny. Because we're going to lose this game now because of the mutiny. And I will emphasise going in the good form we've been in. Just to demonstrate it is literally the mutiny. We've not lost since the start of November. So if we lose this next game, it's directly as a result of those players kicking off about something that they don't need to kick off about because it's fine. Yeah, see, there's no way. Oh, no. Okay. See, there's no consistency to it either. We've brought in a rubbish 2.5-star keeper who we're not even going to register because we haven't got room in the squad for him. And that's enough to cheer them up. They're fine now. There is no consistency. So we should win now. Problem solved. You're welcome. It's consistent that people are unpredictable. It is, but that unpredictability shouldn't have such a huge effect on performance. And that's the issue. You shouldn't be able to have a guy go, we need a better backup keeper. Everyone agree, and then them just down tools and refuse to play well until you sign one. That's the part that's not realistic at all. Didn't I see a thing on Twitter that Man United are currently the form team in the Premier League? It's also stupid that it's so by the numbers to fix as well. There's not any, from what I can tell, and I've tried pressing lots of the different buttons. From what I can tell, there's no way to talk them down. It literally is a case of when that happens, you buy the player or sell the troublemaker. They are your only two options. There doesn't seem to be, maybe as I get deeper into these saves and get a higher reputation, maybe I'll be able to actually negotiate with my players. But certainly at both Tamworth and Ankara, it's very much a case of as soon as someone kicks off, the only way to solve it is to just bend over and let them have their way with you. Right, boys and girls, that is going to be the end of the stream. We are ending the stream top of the league and cruising, hopefully. We are 3 points clear with, what is it, a 34-game season, so 11 games to go. We'll get those 11 games in on Sunday night. So Sunday night, fingers crossed, we win the league and then see where we end up next, whether we go and manage Ankara in the second tier, whether we jump ship to Batman, or whether we go shopping somewhere else. The window is not closed yet, Topher, no, so there might be more transfer shenanigans on Sunday as well. But for now, it is... let's just enjoy being top of the league, shall we? Let's find somebody to raid. I'm never buying tea from Starbucks. Exactly. See, even Alfie sees sense on this one. And Alfie doesn't even eat animals. So he basically doesn't get a vote when it comes to what's better. But he knows coffee's better than tea. Chai tea is pretty good, yeah? Chai tea's caffeine-free, isn't it? So I've had a little bit of chai tea. Devil, thank you very much for the Prime. Yeah, you've never seen any version of the real me on the internet. Vlog Kev, Twitch Kev, YouTube Kev, they're all an act. Real Kev doesn't really say anything. Stop noticing the game. I know. We were 2-0 up. And then I started talking about the game, and now we're not 2-0 up anymore. I started making changes and things. I've ruined everything. We are 12 unbeaten, though, so that's quite good, isn't it? Although we have drawn 3 of our last 5. So I'm going to pretend that's not the start of a problem and just continue enjoying being top of the league. We're actually further clear at the top of the league than we were before that match. Haven't heard anything from SI. I mean, last I heard they were working on it, but I'm not expecting an answer this year in response to them working on it. They're Sports Interactive. And they're quite busy making FM25 now. I don't think they're going to be rushing around just to make a version that fixes a problem that me and a few other people are having. If it was happening to everyone, I imagine they'd have a little bit more urgency. It's going to be quite a short video. It's going to be me saying that if you've got a big guy who's good in the air, just use the preset ones. Don't fiddle with anything at all. And then watch them get 15 to 20 goals a season. Because we've now done it with Cullinan Liebird, we've done it with Branthwaite. I'll just pick another big guy and do it with them as well. And just continue to prove that, yeah, if you've got the right player, the preset ones are super duper effective and will get you well into double figures on that player. And I did 3 seasons in that time. So, yeah, it was quite a busy day on Friday. Oh! Football goal. You even rushed the podcast for it. I mean, up until 7, we record at 8 on Fridays for the podcast. It was only at 7:45 that I said I was going to do the podcast. I'd let them know earlier in the day I wasn't going to be on because I wasn't going to have time to be on. But it got to 7:45 and I just needed to play through that last transfer window, which I could do whilst doing the podcast. And then as soon as the podcast was done, I recorded the last couple of clips and slammed it all together. How did I manage to get in more debt? What, in the Everton video? I don't know, because I was so well behaved on the transfers. It's obviously just Everton are a mess. I mean, doing a little bit more reading about why they got the points deduction, it all relates back to issues around the interest payments on the loan they took out for the stadium. So they owe an enormous amount of money for the stadium they're building. They owe an enormous amount of money to their owner. So they are in a complete financial mess in real life. So without spoiling that video too much, even with doing what we did in the video and being very well behaved and relatively successful, even that wasn't enough to... All it did was slow down the hemorrhaging of money. It didn't improve the financial situation at all. Right. Let's win another football match. Oh, look at us. Look at us. We're so good at football. Going to have a nose hair wax at the barbers. I don't have a nose hair wax. I have just about everything else. They set my ears on fire. But they'll trim my beard nicely. Do I have a bruised banana football Arsenal shirt? It's somewhere in my dad's house, yes, from when I was a kid. It would be in a child size. Am I watching I'm a Celeb tonight? No. I'm a 41-year-old man. I've never watched I'm a Celeb. Because it sounds like probably the worst TV show that was ever conceived. Surely I'd enjoy the trials. I don't know, because I've never watched it. Isn't that the one where they eat snakes and stuff? I don't want to eat a snake. I don't particularly want to see someone else eat a snake. So, all in all, don't think it's for me. Not from the UK. Why is the ITV bad? Because it appeals to people who put Live, Laugh, Love on their living room wall. People who like Amanda Holden. Just horrible, awful middle-class mums, i.e. the worst people in the world. They love all that. And it tailors specifically to those people. If you're an ITV person, I'm sorry, we probably wouldn't get on in real life. People whose entire personality is their kids' Prosecco, gin, signs from the range. Just, oh, God. Can't stand them. I will hydrate, because I need to stop upsetting people. But there's someone sat there watching. He's describing my wife. What's wrong with my wife? Gordon Bennett. Oh, yikes. Look at us doing football. That's good, isn't it? Well, I don't even know who I'm kidding. There's no way the husbands of those kind of women are allowed to watch Twitch. So I've got absolutely nothing to fear. They have to sit on the sofa holding hands with their wife so they can watch I'm a Celeb together and get really into it, drinking their Prosecco. And actually, who am I kidding? It's Sunday night. They're probably tweeting about how awful Mondays are. Oh, back to work. Sorry. Can't wait for my holly bobs. How many weeks till Christmas is it? Probably got to do some wrapping. God, I hate them. I hate them. Oh. Oh, my word. In unrelated news, I am a divorced man, so the type that say you don't have to be crazy to work here, but it sure helps. Exactly. Work smarter, not harder. When did you meet my mum? Because you described her to a T. Oh, probably in the range. How's it already November? This year's flown by. Oh, God. It's getting dark early, isn't it? Oh, I don't... I've got to stop. Oh, my word. Oh, I'm making myself cry with anger. My feelings are leaking out of me in liquid form, and I need to stop it. Oh, doesn't it feel like a Wednesday? Like they'd call it a Wednesday. It's hump day, and you know it. And they're going to reward themselves with a cheeky Chinese. There might be one or two subsections of society I haven't upset yet, Kev. Honestly, if any of what I've said in the last 10 minutes has upset anyone, please just don't ever watch my stuff again. I promise you, it's not for you. For the summer, I worked at a posh farm shop cafe, and that was 90% of the customers. Oh, my word. Were they all wearing scarves but no coats? Oh. What are you wearing that scarf for? That's not going to keep you warm if you're not wearing a coat, you moron. Oh, Sharon, this is my song. No, it's not. It's Mr. Brightside. And we've all heard it a million times. Yes, it's fine, but it's not your song, is it? Oh, and if they're slightly older, smells like Teen Spirit. No Nirvana bashing. It's not Nirvana bashing, but if anyone's favourite song is Smells Like Teen Spirit, that means it's the only Nirvana song they've ever heard. Oh, you lot have upset me. Who started me on that? That was uncalled for. Oh, what a goal. Look at us. We are cruising. Let's do another goal, shall we? There we go, look. There we go. Sorry, Mr. Ramp was just filling up my Prosecco glass. Not just for Prosecco either. You put a strawberry in it, didn't you? I communicate with the players entirely using a football and signs purchased in the range. Cheer up, Mookat. It's gin o'clock. I don't use a generic sign like that with my strikers. I get one of those cork boards that has pound coin size holes in where you're supposed to. There we go. There's the glitch that you're supposed to put a pound in for every pound you lose. So when you've filled the board, you've lost 2 stone and you can go and buy a load of gin. But I put a pound in every time he scores a goal. I don't remember quotes. I don't remember scenes from movies. I don't remember lines from TV shows. That is very interesting. And I don't remember specific goals necessarily. That's a very weird transfer that's happened there. They've signed him for 62 million and then immediately sold him. No, he signed for Real Madrid in July, and then 3 weeks later, they'd sold him for 11.75 million. It's a release clause bug. Wow. Right, there you go. We can win the title here. Let's motivate them. Be motivated, boys. They're agreeable. That's all we ever want. We love agreeable footballers. Right. So if we win, obviously we win the league. If we draw and they don't win, we'll also win the league. But the key thing is, let's just win. Let's win the match. Win the match. Win the league. Easy peasy. Why is that stadium so big? There are some stadiums at this level that are huge, but it's huge for this level, and the game doesn't seem to render them very well. If this is the one we were in last year and had to look up, it's actually only like a 15,000 capacity. It just looks massive. That's got to be more than 15,000. That looks like Wembley. Why are my match highlights so laggy? I don't think they are. Maybe it's your internet connection. We need to try and sign Sekin permanently. He's been great. A goal a game striker at this level. What a wonderful thing. Who's he on loan from? Because he's only 20. We might be able to try and nick him permanently. That would be ideal. Is there anybody here? Are they all in the top tier? There is nobody here. There's one guy next to the tunnel, is there? You sure that's not the manager? Oh, right. There is nobody in this stadium. Right. Does the game think there's somebody here? Or does it think that there's nobody here at all? So if we go to match stats, apparently there's 356 people supposed to be in here somewhere. Any sign of them anywhere? We should do all of our videos from this angle. You wanted dots? I'll give you dots. This is basically dots. Oh, what a goal! We saw it from the blimp. It was a blimp goal. Let's look at it from the non-blimp view. What a wallop. It's the same guy who did the Wembley attendance for AEW has done the attendance for this today. Maybe we've just decided we want to win the title at home, which is why we're being all bottly in this match. Right, do a save. Come on. Yeah. And offer some encouragement. I mean, as it stands at the moment, we're going to lose and still win the league because we're 11 points clear with 3 games to go. So the other team, the team in second, must be losing as well. Good old Football Manager. There you go. Look, on the overlap. No, we've gone inside to this fella. It's a penalty kick. Come on, then. Outside of Dr. Ben, most FM YouTubers don't hit over 500k on their most popular videos. He was just the first to do the 1,000 years in the future thing, wasn't he? And it was so long ago that it's just accumulated views over a long amount of time. I imagine there'll be plenty of videos who reach that kind of... It's just that one video, isn't it, for him, I think? If I recall. Like, I've not checked for a while. Back when I used to care about that kind of thing, I would have known. Surprised Adam Lefondre doesn't have a Twitch. I think he did during the pandemic. Here we go. Title winning goal. Come on then. Hey, we do. The crowd's gone wild. Look at these 3 guys here. They're loving it. See, if FM25 is just this close up, I think we'd be happy with that as graphics, wouldn't we? But then you'd zoom out anyway, so it still looked the same as it does now. It just seems when you zoom out a bit, it blurs off a little bit. But I think if it was that kind of graphics, I think we'd be happy. But here we have our trophy lift, boys and girls. Yeah! No one knows where the confetti's coming from, but there's plenty of it. Wonderful stuff. Right, here we go then. End of season review. With a beautiful trophy, look. Lovely old stuff. Signing of the season, Halil. I mean, I can go with that. That seems to work. We were supposed to avoid relegation, and we've won the league easily as well. Wasn't even close. We've smashed the league. Cue the Football Manager's too easy comments. Money is a problem. We are hemorrhaging the stuff, and that's our team of the year. Which, remember, a lot of these boys are loans, so we've got a lot of loans and a lot of players who are out of contract at the end of the season. So I am inclined to let most of them leave, which I know upset people in the non-league to legend transfer window when I let most of them leave. But all these guys who are like 28 plus with 2.5-star current ability, 2.5-star potential ability, I honestly don't care how good they've been up until this point. He is not making the step up to the next league. I don't need to give him I've played enough Football Manager over the years to know that a guy who's 30 years old with 2.5 stars of potential and averaged a 6.8 in this league is not going to make the step up, so we can just let him go. So almost everybody who is out of contract, which is everyone, apart from that 36-year-old goalkeeper and Batuhan, our best player, they're the only ones who are under contract. So, I mean, all of the guys with potential are on loan. We could look at someone like Ali Kilik and be like, oh, maybe as a backup striker for the right price, maybe we keep him, but he's very expensive. He's probably the highest paid player at the club, or one of. He's certainly not highest paid player at the club quality. So I think we're probably going to let almost everybody leave and then rebuild from nothing. The board would like us to attempt to avoid getting relegated whilst working towards repairing the club's financial damage, which I would like to point out they've caused. I mean, you've doubled my budget. You say you want me to work towards solving the financial problem, but you've doubled my budget, so I'm going to spend it because I want to stay up. Because I think if we stay up and get more in debt, they'll give me a new contract. If we get less in debt and get relegated, they'll sack me. So they're not really incentivizing me to get out of the debt. Right. We're going to avoid relegation. Yeah, we can stay up. I mean, you are literally the only one who will still be here. I'm glad you think we can stay up. The rest of these clowns will be long gone. Right. So this is our squad for next year, based on the players who are going to be here. It's never quite been like this, boys and girls. And the goalkeeper is 36. I'm probably not going to leave. We've got to at least try and keep this team up. Did Batman get promoted as well? Because if Batman got promoted as well, we're definitely not going anywhere. Learn the buttons. So Batman lost. No Batman next year, boys and girls, I'm afraid. Right, we're going to this meeting anyway. Hi. Yes, there's lots of contracts expiring. Oh, he's got an extension clause. I think we might trigger that. Interesting. Who the hell are they? Oh, yes, we'll have this. As you know, boys and girls, I'm a big fan of Glenkberibligli. They're still in Ankara. We don't have to move very far. So they've just been relegated into the league we've just been promoted into, which obviously means they'll have an infinite amount more money. I'm just going to do an entire career in Turkey, aren't I? No, that's not what I'm looking for. So they have just had a £2 million budget. So even if that budget drops a little bit, they're going to have one of the highest budgets in this league next year. So it's going to be around the 2 million mark, whereas ours is going to be around the £500,000 mark. So we're going to have, we're obviously going to that interview. Obviously, we're going to that interview. Hi, Fatty. That is your name. If you got a Triple H moustache, that's amazing. How would I overcome the relatively big obstacle of not speaking the language? I mean, as we both live in the same city and I've lived here for some time and just got a promotion here, clearly it's not a problem. But I'll say to you what I said to my man Cameron. Football is something of a universal language. Am I able to ease my worries about losing the backing of your players and the subsequent airing of laundry in public? Did that happen? I don't remember that happening. Did we ever have a problem with players? Did that make the local sports pages? That did happen. I do remember that happening. I do remember sacking a lot of players. There are no problems with the dressing room atmosphere if I get the job. Are you willing to assure us you do a better job of meeting expectations than your potential predecessor did? I've got a good record when it comes to meeting expectations. You'd be potentially replacing someone who did not enjoy a good relationship with our fans. Could I do better? Yeah, in my experience, having someone move to a different job in the same city always goes down well with the locals. So I imagine they'll love me. Let's say that. We don't want a repeat of our last manager, who we had to part company with earlier than expected. Am I going to be around for a while? If you don't sack me, I'll be here for ages. Depends how much of a contract you give me, Fatty. I do have a proven track record of spending a considerable amount of time, blah, blah, blah. We need a manager who can work with limited resources. Is that me? I mean, we've got literally no money. I'm earning so little that I have to sweep the floors at the barbers to pay the bills. So yes, I'll do the right thing with the club's money. I mean, actually, Fatty, while you're here, I did just tweet something out in which it was clear that I am something of a financial genius. So you'll be fine. How would I feel about working with our current director of football, Songul Arin? He'd need a haircut. He's 48 years old and still has hair like that. He needs to grow up, but if he can get a haircut... Did I mention I work in a barber's? If he wants to come down for a trim, I think the kids call it, then he can stick around. What sort of budget are you anticipating needing to put together my backroom team? I don't like people, so I don't need a budget. I'll just stick with who you've got here. You'd be expected to adhere to the club's vision for the future, which is work within the wage budget, don't sign old men on long contracts, repair the club's financial damage. I'm quite the expert at that already. And reach the playoffs this year. We can do that. Of course we can do that. We aren't in a position to set new expectations. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Do I have anything to consider? No. Right, well, that could be quite the twist to end the stream, couldn't it? Because we could end up starting tomorrow night with a whole new club. I can't do give me a course. I just solved all your financial problems. We don't believe it would be beneficial for you to undertake a course right now. I disagree, Cameron. You're letting him go on a Continental Pro. He's my assistant manager. I'm not even allowed a National B, but you'll pay for him to do his Continental Pro. Inexplicable. It's costing you £6,000, Cameron. Get me right. Here we go. Balls to you, Cameron. The board would like to hold a meeting in order to discuss your future at the club. We understand there's interest from other clubs. Yeah, there is, Cameron. Wouldn't it have been nice if you'd have sent me on that course? Let's just see how much they're offering me. Oh, Cameron. Oh, Cameron, I'm so gone. I'll come and have the chat with you. But I am already, there is a Kev-shaped hole in the door where I've already exploded out of here. So, I mean, I'm going to come to the meeting. Oh, Cameron, We'd appreciate if you'd consider if you were willing to reconsider joining another club and stay here instead. We'd be willing to discuss making it worth your while. I'll have a coaching course and a massive contract, please. If I click that, is he going to offer me £275 a week and auto withdraw me from the other job? Because this could be a problem. Oh. It does auto withdraw. Right. I've got no intention of changing my mind. I think my time here has come to an end. We're just going to do that just to be safe. Because I think I've been down this road before. Oh, wow. So I resigned. No. 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 That's a bug, yeah? Because obviously I wanted that job. Right, when's the last save point? Right, we saved at 21:59, so... I mean, I don't care, that's a bug. So it resigned me and didn't then give me the new job. It auto withdrew me. That's so broken. So broken. So I can't talk to the existing club. I just have to go to the new one. So yeah, I'm not even going to press refuse to attend. I'm just going to accept this one because I don't want to risk it happening again. Right, can I have some extra money, please? Oh, I can. Magic. So I still have to... Right, I'm just going to refuse to attend that. I've already accepted the other job. And there we have it, boys and girls. Tomorrow night, 7 p.m. We're moving house. We're moving across the city. And I'm going to learn how to say... Clara... Schlebiri...